this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened oh so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's only what you do. Hey. Some things you gotta do. Hey. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. One to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see it brilliant. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of
True.
No backing down. We're bringing it tonight. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing in competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a fight for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't get play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's only what you do. Hey. Some things you gotta prove.
Hey. Dun, 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 dun. What's up? What's up, man? We in here. What's up, Mr. Majestic? What's up? What's up? What's up, David? What's up, sir? What's up? How you feeling? Love is the word. How you feeling? How you feeling, Jeffrey? Love is the word. What's up? What's up, Kay? Jeffrey. Hey, Trap Lord, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight. Man, I got a bombshell for y'all. I got a great story, but I'll let it fill in, so I only got to tell it once or twice. I'll probably sell it 42 times tonight, man. We in a celebration mode tonight, man. We in a celebration mode tonight. You talk about a phone call that I got today. Made my heart melt, man. You know what I mean? Made my fucking heart melt. And y'all get to share it, and we get to share it together, man. Question for the haters trolling the show. Oh, they in here? They in here? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let them watch, man. They probably watching it from New York. They probably watch it from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's just a beautiful story, man. I got one of the most beautiful stories ever, man, that's gonna it's a pretty amazing story, and I'm finishing it up right now, and I'll share it with you guys in a second. But it's just a beautiful thing, man. I know everyone just got done watching the debate. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I got my new table, man. So now I'm like in front of the camera and shit. I ain't got to look to the side. My eyes won't look sleepy no more. So yeah, man, it's a good day, man. It's just a good day all the way around, man. I'm about to share. I can't wait to share the story with you guys. You know what I mean? I just can't wait. I'm excited to share this story with y'all. I know y'all can't wait neither, because I always come with great news, right? So we gonna get it in. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And what did y'all think of the debate? First of all, that's probably the biggest story of them all, right? What did y'all think of the debate? What did y'all think of the debate? I'm very interested in what y'all thought. Mm. Man, let's just open up the phone lines. Fuck it. Let's just open up the phone lines, because I really like having honest conversations. And I know we got biased people in here. And I know the biased people, feel free to call in as well. But let's have an honest conversation about this shit. You know, um, I'll tell you what I thought before the first caller calls in. I thought, and I'm gonna simplify it, and I'll go on the details as the show grows. Um, Trump gets an F on COVID. I mean, there's no answer that he can come up with for me to explain what went on. Now, I do live in a house with a doctor, and the reality is, honestly, guys, nothing would have stopped. I don't know how many. Okay, I'm not quantifying it. Okay, so please don't say, "Oh, Fred." No, nothing would have stopped the spread of COVID. I don't know if we could have stopped it in terms of numbers and and whatever the case may be, but it would have been pretty challenging to stop COVID because you couldn't trace it. They had no ability to trace it. Where is it coming from? Where is it at? And it's already here. So how do you trace it? You know, so that would have been my answer. So I think Trump gets an F, because you can't. There's no way in hell you can take away 220 lives. Let me stand corrected. 220,000 lives. Like, you can't take that back. You understand what I'm saying? There's no if, ands, or buts about it, man. And it's just it's just no way on my watch. There's no flipping way that um you can take that back. And where I think Biden fails at is on prison reform, on the crime bill. You had 8 years to do it, and he should have stayed. I thought Trump did a good job staying there. He should have stayed there. No matter what you say or do, you can't get it done. If you think you can pass anything and you can't pass a crime bill, how do you think you're going to get past the traffic in the Senate and the House of Representatives? If you can't do it in 8 years, how can we trust you in 4? You know, so I think that he failed there. And I haven't seen the press conference yet. But there's a press conference out right now that says that about Biden and the money. A man came out and he got DMs, emails, WhatsApp messages, telephone calls, emails. He got all that shit to substantiate his claim that Joe Biden was making money with these countries. And it's a huge story, and it's just amazing. And if if this shit is true, he can't be trusted. And where I think Trump failed at, man, Trump has no level of empathy, dog. When I say he has no level of empathy, this nigga has no level of empathy. He said that the kids that don't have their parents are being treated well. I said, nigga, ain't no kids being treated well if you can't get a hold of their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way on God's green earth.
Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
What's up? 972? What's up?
What's up, Barbershop? How you doing, mate?
I'm feeling great, man. What you got for us?
Yeah, mate, from the other side of the pond, man. How's it going?
I'm good. What you got?
Man, I just want to say, look, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan when it comes to boxing.
Yep.
But Barbershop, don't you think he's a big contradictor when it comes to the real boxing life? He contradicts himself a lot, man. And
explain it.
By contradicting with the mix-up, with all the confusion, with the belts.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he got two people like Rollie and Tank with these candy belts.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they got those belts is so that he can hold weight and earn more money.
Yep. Yeah.
So don't you think that's contradicting himself, bro? Because I'm in the boxing world.
I agree.
You know, and you know, Barbershop, what I like about you lately, you've been keeping it open. Even though all the rest of the channels are being narrative, you're just keeping it open. That's why I reached out to you.
Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, man, because look, you can't not put respect on the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, WBC is making a mockery of this sport.
Mockery. Huge mockery.
Right? And I know you got respect for all the other guys, the boys coming up, but even the H-monies of the game and all that, they're wasting their energy, bro. They're blowing smoke in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
Start blowing smoke in the right direction so we can clean up the sport.
It's going to take a lot of cleaning.
Just, you know, put dirt on anyone's name, Barbershop, but, you know, we watch you from a different side of the pond.
I appreciate that.
And you got to be real about this, bro. Don't you think so?
I'm with it. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm with you. Everything you're saying, I'm in agreement with as of now. Yeah.
So why is it that you're not blowing smoke in that energy and all the 99% of the platforms and this new LDBC are wasting their energy and wasting everybody's energy by going in the wrong direction and trying to blame personal people and personal people like the fighters who deserve respect in the game, than actually going to the right point of where that we should be going?
Well, you got to tell us where we need to be going because you identified the problem. Now you got to tell us the solution.
Well, you know the solution, Barbershop. It's like you're not a kind of channel to be scared to say it.
Yeah. So what should we be saying? Tell us what should we be saying, because people are going to watch. People are going to watch the replay, and I'm going to chop this video up. So tell us what we should be saying.
Look, I'm just going to say it as it is. This is Rap Star from England, and Rap Star's in the boxing world. And I respect all the boxing world. We got to put respect back in the game. We're blowing smoke. We're blowing energy in the wrong side of the game because the new generation is all about social media. But Barbershop, you're old school. You know they're wasting their breath. They're not going to get nowhere by blowing smoke in the wrong angle. In fact, WBC is laughing at all this situation.
Oh, they are.
They're getting money from every single sanctioning fee.
Yeah.
They're getting money, and by doing that, what they're doing, they're putting champions in different directions so they can earn their money, and the money goes back to their pot. And people are scared to speak about it because they hold a big share in the boxing world.
I agree. Oh, you're talking about the people inside boxing.
Bro, there's mafia in boxing. What don't they understand, Barbershop? You know this, and I know this.
No, I thought you were talking about the fans, but you're actually talking about the movers and shakers in boxing. That's what you're making reference to.
Barbershop, I can have a conversation like that with you. I know you know what I'm talking about.
No, but feel free to elaborate yourself on. Because you didn't say names. You didn't say the people inside of boxing. Are you talking about, because you came on talking about media? Now I just want to be clear.
Look, what I'm saying is, you're only going to get to see in the media what you're going to get shown. Okay?
Yes.
They're going to throw what they need you to preach.
Yes.
You know this. I know this. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
But this happens all over the world. It happens in our boxing in England too. This is politics, man. Now we got so many belts so they can hold all this money and all these sanctioning fees, but it's destroying the sport. And the champion who's going out there to prove himself, they're putting dirt on his name because of the sanctioning and the actual organizations behind the fighters.
Dirt on whose name? Dirt on whose name? You said his name.
Okay, there's a lot of dirt going on in the boxing world when a boxer goes and proves himself, like Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
The boy did more than he's supposed to do. Now he proved it wrong. Put some respect on the boy's name.
Yes, I agree.
Why are they putting dirt on his name and his dad's name when it's not their fault? There's an organization who controls this boxing 10 times more.
Now I see what you're going. I get you now. I get.
Come on, Barbershop.
No, but you got to elaborate your shit, nigga. You got to elaborate. You got to enunciate.
You know what I'm saying, bro.
No, I swear I didn't. I was lost in the motherfucker. I understood the big story, the macro. I didn't understand the micro. You know, I understand.
Bro, I don't want to call names here because I've got little kids who box as well. I don't want to spoil it for people, but you know what I'm talking about.
Well, if you're afraid to say it, I mean, come
It's
on.
not, I'm not afraid to say it. I'm going to just say it openly. Everybody must be dumb if you're not into the hardcore sports and knowing what I'm talking about.
Well, you're going to have to help us, man. Man, you talking
Okay.
and
So
man, you talking in the Da Vinci
You
Code.
want me to make it? All right, let me make it easy for you.
Yes.
And this is how it goes.
Yes.
The WBC, Mauricio Suleiman.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I can't be any more clearer than this. And you know it before I even mention
Stop
it.
saying I know it, but you're not just talking to me. You're talking to thousands of boxing fans right now.
But I'm talking to you too. And
I'm one
look
of them.
at you with a good IQ. I see that, Bob, but you got a good IQ.
Yeah, I'm not the only one, though. You're not just talking to me when you call into this show.
Bro, I'm just talking like we're having a man-to-man conversation. Can't we do that on your show?
I'm with you, big homie. I'm just saying you can't make assumptions that everyone, because you're from another country, right? So I mean, another country. I'm from another country, according to you. I'm just saying people may not get where you're going. You know, it may be passive fans in here. So this is the barbershop.
Okay, so I've gone on to other shows to explain to them that the way the boxing works behind the scenes. They're blowing smoke at me with the wrong energy, wasting their time, screaming and shouting, and in fact, they're going to go back to the square one again.
You are 100% right when you said it's not Teofimo Lopez's fault. It's not Devin Haney's fault either. No, I get that.
It's none of the fighters. It's got nothing to do with the fighters.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's the organizations, it's the companies which are in between, and the main companies which are, in charge of these organizations with the belts, like WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, and this position. He's the guy who actually owns this organization. So go fucking pinpoint to him. Go tell him to come live with Bill Haney. Go tell him to be coming out and making it clear for the boxing world to what's happening with his champions.
Facts.
Why is his champion not in mandatory position for another champion? Only he can fucking answer that.
I'm with it.
Now you get it?
I get it. When that last sentence, I get it. And I'm glad you called in. I'm glad you called in.
Yeah, let's not fake this. The same wasting our space and wasting our time with all this narrative bullshit. Come to the point, because boxing's not going to get cleaned up unless people educate themselves and start understanding what it takes the IQ to be away from the ring. Don't worry about boxing IQ. If you want to comment on boxing, you need the IQ. Simple as that.
Facts.
Right, but barbershop, you keep cooking, bro.
I will.
And I know you open to everybody's platforms, and all the rest of the channels are hating on me. They know who I am. They know Rapstar don't talk bullshit. I talk facts. And when I come in this boxing game, I've got my own channel coming. And it's all going to be the things that people don't want to hear. So if they shut my channel down, you know why, barbershop.
Got you. Make two of them. When you post on one, post on the other one.
Yeah, man. And listen, I like what you do in the business world. You keep it straight. I like what you're doing in the property world.
Oh, that's
love. How you're still rolling. You're buying, you're selling. Man, you're a smart dude, man. Keep it up.
That's love. That's love. I appreciate you. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, and you know what I've noticed? You're always preaching to those young boys to follow suit. But they blow gas and smoke. Listen, they blow gas and smoke at you like they know better than you. And you just let them be. I've seen you smiling. I've seen you let these young boys carry on, because sometimes you want them to learn the hard way themselves. And that's what's going to happen.
Right.
I've seen it, barbershop. And you know what I've done with this bullshit? YouTube boxing is, a lot of it's so fake, man. I'm sorry to say, man. I know people are going to hate on me. You can hate on me. You can do what you want. You're wasting people's time when you're speaking bullshit narratives. And I'm glad you're not involved in that shit.
I appreciate that. I'm a free nigga.
I respect you. I respect you, barbershop.
Thanks, dog.
Hope to see you doing really great things soon.
Thanks, dog.
Respect, man.
All the time.
Rapstar in the house.
Rapstar.
Yeah, bro, they're hating on me because they hate the truth. Even your boy H Money hates me because he knows I tell the truth. But I'm trying to tell him, stop wasting energy and start going in the right direction. I'm telling the boy, you're wasting time. People don't want to hear gangster talk in boxing. That's not going to get you nowhere. Gangsters don't get nowhere. There's a mafia bigger than everybody. So these gangster boys ain't getting nowhere in boxing. I don't care if they don't like me, bro. H Money, you're a good boy. You got a lot of energy. Use it in the right direction. You could be a good promoter for those young boxers coming up.
He could be a great promoter. He's definitely undefeated.
Yeah. He can help the young people off the street instead of wasting gas. Stop wasting gas, H Money, because I know you're going to come on in and hate me now, but I'm trying to wake you up. Yeah, Don't start wasting gas in your own show, man. Start coming serious and do some boxing facts so you can get international fans like Barbershop. Yeah, Barbershop got fans from grown-ass men, little kids, people who want to be
Say it again. Say it again.
Listen, bro, I know how this game works. Barbershop's got people who want to make it. So H-Money, you need to start following suit before you start thinking you know 10 times more than Barbershop, because you don't. You come on Barbershop and you disrespect him and he still lets you do it. But I don't care, man. I'll speak the fact. He's going to come on in a minute and hate on Rapstar. Right, but tell him to come anyway because we like his energy.
Yeah, he's
But we got to use that energy into positivity and make it. Yeah? And I know D Hodges is watching. D Hodges is a real one too. Whenever he speaks his mind, they shut him down on the channels. D Hodges, keep being yourself. IB, keep being yourself, IB. I've seen you. You're a leader. You're a winner. Stop being a side bitch. Side bitches don't get you nowhere. I'm sorry, Barbershop, but I have to say what I have to say.
You. No, I appreciate you calling in.
I'm a real one, Barbershop.
Well, stay real. Stay real. Stay real. Stay real.
And I'm going to come back to you.
Thank
you. Super chat this guy. You need to like and subscribe because Barbershop, he tells facts. Later, bro.
All right. Appreciate you.
Later.
All right. Peace. Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up. Oh, let me get you ready, TB? What's up, Dre's Finest? What's up, Fred DB? I said, shake Suleiman down. Yeah. I just got a notification from Suleiman too. That's funny as hell. Yeah, hold up, man. Oh shit, what you doing? Hold up, nigga. Hold up. You good? You good, big homie? All right.
Nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. Real nigga.
What's up?
I was in the refrigerator, man. My bad.
Oh no, I was like, what the hell was that? You know, I was trying to protect the big homie. What's up?
Man, look, I watched the debate. Somebody sent me a text message. A brother out in Detroit named Brother Akbar sent me a text message this morning that it had a short of Biden's gun control bill. So I went and looked it up. You know, to see if it was like some propaganda he had sent me or whatever. Because I mean, he a brother and everything, but he a hardcore Trump fan. So I couldn't take what he said for face value.
Absolutely.
So I went on Joe Biden's JoeBiden.com, and I went on there.
I haven't watched it yet, but go ahead.
Yeah, I went on there and I read the gun control bill. Man, you know this dude is trying to put a $200 tax on everybody that owns an AR. 18 million people for a weapon that you already own
annually.
I think it's one time. I'm not sure, but it's the one time is too much. And if they let's say you have a Glock 19, and because it's semi-automatic, they put it under the assault weapons banner.
So semi-automatic weapons too?
Well, everything, and weapons that they decide to put on the list, like I said, like say you have a semi-automatic pistol, like a Beretta or a Glock or Smith & Wesson, whatever.
Yeah,
and if they decide to put that on the list, that's another $200.
God damn, man!
And then,
fuck this nigga.
And then they want to limit what they call stopping weapon stockpiling. So they want to limit
5 guns.
How many weapons you can have.
Guns don't kill people.
The stupid ass people kill people.
I got 40 knives in my kitchen right now.
And you know knives kill more people than guns?
Yes. That's what I tell people every time when they say, I don't want to own a gun. I said, take the knives out your kitchen.
Hey, well, look, check this out too. You know what else kills more people than guns?
Water.
Hands and feet.
Yeah. Pools too.
The statistics for murders committed, I think it's knives, then hands and feet, because a lot of murders are personal. You don't say about somebody that you know, and they got something against you. It's personal. So more people get beat to death than people to get shot.
I'm gonna get a musket. That's funny, Eric.
And you might not have a choice.
Yeah, man. But shit, a semi-automatic. I ain't gotta be perfect. Shit, you know what I mean? A musket, I gotta be perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta have some fast fingers too, because they load that damn thing. Um, what else was it? And you know, crazy part about it, none of these moderators actually bring that up. Nobody's brought that up one time in neither debate.
Mm.
And look, check this out. This is what I see happening. He gets selected, and he says he's going to do this by his executive order. Man, there's going to be riots in the street, and then you putting law enforcement in jeopardy by telling them, okay, well, so and so hasn't registered this and the other. You got to go to their house and get it.
Mm.
Now you're going to roll up on somebody's house that you know has, you know what I'm saying, an AR-10, AR-15, AK, what blah 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 blah, who are non-compliant with this unconstitutional BS.
Mm.
What you think gonna happen when you roll up some redneck house out in the woods? They don't have the resources to even enforce something like that.
Shit. Your gun license, they're gonna put a freeze on you. When you go buy ammunition, they're gonna put a freeze on you.
Well, there's no background check to buy ammunition, and that's another thing. If you're somebody like myself that I don't, you know, what I'm saying, that I look when I buy my weapons, I look for deals, and the better deals are found online.
Yeah,
He's trying to shut the whole online game down.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So like grabagun.com and all them or whatever, done, out of business.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So based on that alone, being a black man, he can't have my vote. You know what I'm saying? They still out here trying to lynch brothers.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That whole coronavirus thing, when they had these secret police with no name tag, no agency insignia, no nothing, grabbing people off the street. That should tell you right there what the government is capable of doing, and that's the whole point of your Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects the rest of the rest of the amendments. It protects your freedom of speech. It protects your, you know what I'm saying, your right against illegal search and seizure. You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
It protects everything. The Second Amendment protects. The Second Amendment keeps the country honest, keeps the government honest.
Mm.
Now, if they were to try to water that down, not only do they weaken the populace, but they also weaken the country. Because one of the things that other countries, you know, haven't been in the military. One of the things like other countries say about us is like the citizens have more guns than the military, which is true. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You think about it. If Washington unleashed the armed forces on the American citizens, who do you think would win?
Well, I think they would lose inland, but I think they would win on the coast. I think the military will win on the coast, and more inland. You got a chance inland.
Yeah, well, what did Joe Biden say? You can't use an AR against the government. We got missiles.
Yeah.
Well, once you use those missiles, you know what I'm saying, you got to come down on the ground and try to finish the job. That's where you're gonna lose. You think Iraq and Afghanistan was bad?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have as many guns as United States citizens.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's if you had some service members who were that disconnected and that much of pieces of shit that would even participate. Because I know me, I go, hey, well, I'm going home and get my gun, wait for y'all to come to my house. I'm taking this uniform off. But yeah, I just want to come on and say that, man.
That's important. You got people down in Texas. Subscriber base is strong in Texas. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's other states as well, but you know what I mean, where guns are like chewing gum out there, you know? So
yeah, man. Look, before I purchased this house, the other property I had belonged to my grandmother. I didn't want to move in there because it didn't have enough land. So I purchased this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved here from off of Dover Air Force Base.
Mm.
And I lived in Delaware. I didn't leave the house without my Glock on my hip because it's open carry state.
Yeah.
And then I come to Maryland. Man, I mean, I'm from Maryland, born and raised. I ain't never lived outside of military service, and the year and a half I spent in Connecticut in high school. I've never lived nowhere but the Eastern Shore. it was like a culture shock just moving 30 miles. You know what I'm saying? Because Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia is on a peninsula.
Yeah.
So just going from Dover to Eastern Maryland, I mean, it was like a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go outside with my gun in my yard. If I go outside to shoot a snake and a cop happen to ride by, he'll pull up in my yard like I'm walking on public property and I'm on private property.
Mm.
Because my a little over an acre, it's not fenced in. You know, but it is what it is, man. Hey, that dude didn't get my vote.
That's great information. That's great information.
I sent you the link. The whole thing.
I ain't got to read it now. Thank you.
Yeah, the whole thing I read, I was like, man, you see this bullshit?
Yeah, I got it. I was just getting busy. I was doing my Instagram post that took longer than I thought. So yeah, but yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Every American citizen over the age of whatever, I don't know if it changed. Was it 21 or 18 to carry a gun? 21? 21 now. Yeah. You should. The Second Amendment says you have the right to carry a gun. I don't know why California is so weird like that.
Because black men came up in the state house.
New York City and Los Angeles. You're exactly right.
Think about it. Some of the places with the biggest black population have some of the worst gun laws.
Yeah,
in the West and Northeast.
I agree.
In Northern West. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm in agreement with you.
Brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, need to, even if you say, well, you know what, I think that gun is kind of dangerous. Okay, well, you don't have to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't take away the next man's right or next woman's right.
Right.
And then on top of that, an AR-15 is not a carbine. It is not used in the military. The M4 is a carbine. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You have 3-round bursts. And if you're really in a high speed unit, you got fully automatic. You cannot get that in an AR-15. It is not the same thing.
Mm.
So they tell that lie, man. Just brush it off. Tell your congressfolk, hey, look, y'all vote this in. If there's any class action lawsuits going on, I'm getting on board. Because you can best believe he try to do that executive order, there's going to be some lawsuits.
Oh yeah, it's no way in hell that I don't think that'll go through. I think they'll just freeze everything up on them.
Yeah, well, see, they did that ban before. George Bush let it expire.
Yeah, I remember that.
ARs too, semi-automatic. You couldn't get an AR.
Wow.
And did we have Sandy Hook? I mean, we had mass shootings even with weapons that were supposedly banned.
Mm.
What makes a criminal? Doing shit, having shit he ain't supposed to have, and doing shit he ain't supposed to do. So you ban something. What does that tell you know what I'm saying, the local drug lord? Well, I got it, but you can't. I got it. You ain't supposed to have it, so you're sitting up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Criminals do what criminals do.
Right.
Only thing you can do is strengthen the laws that when you catch them, you can put them up underneath the jail. But you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't punish everybody else for the sins of a few.
Right.
You know what I mean? See, is that working out for England?
Mm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They had a shooting not too long ago, didn't they? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They try to pull that mess in Canada, and a lot of them guys in Canada need those rifles to eat. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they live up in the Yukon or whatever. They don't go to grocery stores, man. They go out and kill their food.
Shit.
And look, the soft is taking over.
Mm-hmm.
we need you know, you hear those, man. Look, I ain't gonna keep going on and on. Let me get off the line.
I appreciate you.
All right, bro.
All right, one. Damn. Yeah, woke. That's impressive. $395. Shit, $695 here in LA. Minimum $695. Shit, that's the lowest it is. You know what I mean? And then, shit, you got to get at least 100 rounds because that shit is fun to shoot. Shit, you know what I mean? Shit, you fall in love with shooting them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? That power. Sheesh. Damn, it's $695 for an AR minimum out here. Minimum $695, $600 minimum. So yeah, man, it's sheesh. It's Man, we up against it either way. I don't like being tax box fans. Salute to Fred and the entire barbershop. I don't know who likes just giving away money. I don't know. And another thing that bothered me too about this shit. How the fuck you gonna raise? How you gonna? And Trump didn't do a great job at putting this shit together. I'll tell you guys after this call.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real nigga celebration.
What's up, 202?
What's up, Fred? David, how you doing tonight?
What's the word?
Hey, I got something that's kind of like off topic. You hear about tomorrow at the Nigerian embassy? I got a Nigerian buddy. He came to me. He was talking about, he's like, we got a real big problem back home. You hear about them protest, man? They rallying, protesting, and getting killed real hard over some police brutality over there in Nigeria, man.
Insane. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday a little bit, but feel free to add more information.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, from what my buddy's telling me, it's supposed to be a police, like a special police group that's been put in by the government. Because you said the government ain't shit.
SARS,
SARS, exactly. He say, man, they're grabbing citizens. Like you may have a cell phone, and they will arrest you and be like, you're like, oh, you're some type of scammer or something, and they'll hold you. And if don't nobody come get you and pay no money, they'll just straight kill you. Yeah. I was like, wow, man. I was so disappointed in our people because I was like, we going through over here with these white cops killing us like crazy. And here it is, Nigeria is the most black populated country in the world. And they over there going through some police brutality and being killed.
Got to get
you know what I'm saying?
Got to get rid of that leader.
Yeah, man. They claim, man, they got horrible leadership over there. So yeah, I just wanted to call about that. I was just so disappointed in our people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man. But yeah, that's what I wanted to call about, Fred.
Man, it's awful. It's flipping awful, man. It's flipping awful.
Our own people, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy. Thanks, Fred.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah, we got to, whatever your spiritual religious beliefs, man, put that energy in Nigeria tonight. Please. Deacon 305 in my city. Salute to my barbershop family. Too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. Shit. You blessed 305? Would anybody else like to stand up and give a testimony? Oh man. Yeah. Shit. It's so I'm gonna tell you guys what we got tomorrow. So we're doing a special show tomorrow night at 9:00, man. And I'm excited to share this with you guys. Man, it's a beautiful story. So today I get a phone call, right? Let me share the screen. Today I get a phone call. No, we'll just do it like that. And let me share this so y'all can see it. So I got a phone call today, right? And I'm on the phone and he's like, Fred, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, and it's about a boxer. Charles Duke Tanner, 19-0 boxer in 2004, right? And let me clear this. He went to jail. He got 2 life sentences, right? 2 life sentences on a non-violent drug crime, right? And a gentleman by the name of Troy has been advocating on his behalf, trying to get him freed from prison because the judge sentenced him to 2 life sentences for a non-violent drug crime. Sounds ridiculous, right? And he had a team that believed in him. Y'all gonna hear the full story tomorrow. So make sure y'all hear tomorrow 9:00. Deacon 305. This is a conversation that you need to be involved in because you got some friends, you said, right? You're talking to that lawyer. So please be here tomorrow. You will be the first phone call or the first couple phone calls in. I'll see the phone numbers come in, okay? And And he just telling me the story, right? And they got to yesterday, and they he was granted clemency by Donald Trump. His name is Charles Duke Tanner. Please Google him. It's a fucking amazing fucking story. It's an amazing fucking story. Don't you know there's a 99.9% chance that your plan is going to fail when you trying to get clemency from the president? Now, this ain't no motherfucking political conversation, okay? I'm not in all that shit right now. Black man is free. Okay, so save that shit for whoever you want to convince about this shit, right? I just want to talk about the black man being free. I don't want to hear about no Democrats, Republican shit right now. And Donald Trump granted this man clemency. And that shit stopped me in my fucking tracks today. And he's like, Fred, I want you to get the first exclusive interview. I said, huh? For real? So Charles Duke Tanner and Troy will be in here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure y'all are in here tomorrow night. Bring your friends, bring your family, because this story is going to inspire the living shit out of you, man. You know, I've been reading about the story since I got the phone call, and it's just an incredible story, man. It's just an incredible fucking story. Yeah, Reg, stay on. It's okay, and it's just important that we use this as hope. He had a 99.9% chance at failure, and the nigga got clemency. Can you believe that, dog? That is just insane, dog. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds, man? So he will be in here tomorrow night. It is a beautiful story. So be here tomorrow night, 9:00. We got a special show. Tell a friend. Donald Trump granted Charles Duke Tanner clemency. And tell your family, man, because I tell you guys all the time, I have 4 cousins that did 20 to 25 years from murder to drug charges, you know, and that crime bill. And we're just speaking facts, okay? That crime bill was the reason why he got 2 life sentences. He got sentenced to 2 life sentences for a non-violent crime. How can you do life for a non-violent crime? I don't get it. That don't make sense to me. You know, so, and I'm a man who believes in the death penalty. You know, you kill a person, you got to go. So, so I don't think it should be a cap on non-violent crimes, dog. It has to be, you know. So I think tomorrow we are going to see it come full circle as it pertains to a free black man, you know, a man who was overcharged for a crime, and now he's free. And I'm just fortunate enough that Troy watches the platform, and he reached out to me, and I'm forever grateful for that, because now we get to share this story, because it's gonna be a movie. Yeah, right. That's right, Christopher Janae. This is gonna be Reuben Hurricane Carter. The deal is already in place, and he's coming to the barbershop. It's a beautiful thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing that we get to hear this story. So come on in tomorrow, bring your popcorn. You know what I mean? If you want a date, I think this is worth watching it with your date tomorrow. You know what I mean? So you can get 30 years for embezzlement. How ridiculous is that? Over money. You get 30 years over stealing money? Get the man, come on, man. That don't make sense. You know, 30 years? Shit. So I'm definitely excited to do this interview tomorrow. And guess what? Y'all gonna be a part of it. So tomorrow night, 9:00 Pacific Standard Time. I normally don't do shows on Friday, but this will be well worth it. And it's 24 hours after his release. So we gonna get This is going to be the story is going to start matriculating tomorrow because obviously they are going to. I mean, Donald Trump's team is going to politicize this probably tomorrow. He just got out, just saw his son today, so you'll start seeing his name start migrating through your social media platforms and stuff like that. But it's just an incredible story, man. When you got a 99.9% chance at failure and you fucking win. I don't know. You gotta believe, man. I just gotta believe. What's up, Mo? So feel free to call in, man. So the debate. I'll be honest. I thought Trump. If we wanted to grade this, I thought I would say Trump won. Christopher Genet. Fred, don't vote the white one. I would say Trump won. You know, I thought the line of the debate was, are you the big man or some shit like that? That shit was funny, man. That shit was funny. Hey, no lie. Don't Joe Biden look like he casket ready? That's exactly how he's going to look in the casket, dog. Like, he is like casket ready, man. Like, he ain't going to make it, dog. I'm just going to say it right now. He ain't going to make it. He can be bullied. He don't have the energy. He don't have the energy to fight. You know, Kamala Harris, which I think the Democrats are going to win this election. I just, you can't get over 200,000 people dead, you know, in America. Like, it's no way there's no way on God's green earth Donald Trump should win this election. But if he does, the Democratic Party has lost all its power. I'll say that if Donald Trump wins this election, the Democrats have no power. You can't trust them. They done did everything. They done called out. They done called out every celebrity. Cardi B. Who else? Versus P. Diddy. Who else? And a host of other people, man. So if they it's just no way, man. I really can't see. I mean, not unless a lot of white people are lying, and I think that, not a fact, I know a lot of white people are lying because they interact with black people and Mexicans and Asians every day, right? And they don't want their relationship being compromised because they say that they support Donald Trump. Your friends, your white friend, excuse me, your non-minority friends. I mean, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, you're not. Whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. The white people you have in your life, a percentage of them are going to vote for Donald Trump, and you'll never know. All right, and statistics will prove that. And we're gonna be live Tuesday night. Maybe I'll start the live a little bit early, and we're probably gonna be a 5-hour show, you know, and that's okay. We'll have fun doing it. No big deal. We love each other, I'm sure. So it's gonna be a 5-hour show, 4-hour show that night. So go grab your snacks and shit. And that's gonna be it. And yeah, man. But make sure y'all in here. Make sure y'all in here tomorrow night, man. This is just gonna be an incredible story. Tell your friends, man. Make sure you guys share my Instagram post. I'm about to put it on my stories after the show. And let's make it happen, man. You know what I mean? I think it's just incredible. Incredible story. And Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is a contradiction. You know, Rollie has a JV belt. Tank doesn't have the big belt at the WBA. I apologize. And he's talking about the belts it's too many belts in boxing. Well, take the minority friends. What it was, I don't know what I was tongue twisted there. You got to lead by example. You know, Floyd said he ain't a follower, right? Isn't that what he said to Gucci? He ain't a follower. I want to see you do it. I literally want to see you make this happen. Lead by example, because if Floyd does it, everybody gonna fall in line, right? Because he's a leader. So that's where I'm at about it. Identify the problem and solve it. That's what we do in the barbershop here, right? We do our best to come to a consensus, right? November 3rd, we get our consensus. So So it is what it is, and it's beautiful. So yeah, feel free to call back in. I missed it. So I will never vote. I couldn't vote for him either. And you guys know that by now. But it's oh, this is what I was gonna say about Joe Biden. This is ridiculous. Okay. This is where I think Joe Biden is ridiculous. He's gonna raise minimum wage and tax people who make over $400,000 a year. Huh? Are you stupid? That's the most dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. So you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get double taxed on this shit. And I'm just follow me before you guys jump in the pool, right? If minimum wage goes up to $15, right? You guys got to follow me. That's the number that they use in the debate. Guess how much a bag of potato chips gonna cost you? How about if taxes go up? We already went from 90. Remember those 99-cent bag potato chips? They're $1.99 now. 100% increase. And you get 2 for $3 or some shit. Is that the deal they got in 7-Eleven? You get 2 for $3, 1 for $1.99. Am I not mistaken? It's somewhere in there, right? So not only are we going to be taxed, just as when we go pay for it, we're going to pay that state tax, right? We're going to be taxed on, what's up? Yo, we're going to be taxed on our check. No matter how much money you make, you're going to get taxed on your check. Okay? You're going to get taxed on your 401k because you got to take it out. Your retirement, you got to take it out. Oh, man, we just going to get taxed everywhere. It's not an old conversation. They just brought it up today. You know what I mean? You can't raise minimum wage, dog. You can't raise minimum wage. And you're talking to a guy who made minimum wage until he was fucking 22 years old. So like 23 years old, I remember my minimum wage day. I just had to have 2 jobs. And I'm not saying go get 2 jobs. What I'm not saying that's the solution to it. But if you raise it minimum wage, you know how much a gallon of gas gonna cost you? It doesn't matter if they've been talking about it or not. It's if it gets enacted, as if it becomes part of law. A lot of shit has been talked about, right? A lot of shit has been talked. Abortion has been talked about since conception. No pun intended. All right. So, I mean, who cares about if it's talking about it if you put it into law? Banning guns in America has been talked about since the musket. So you can't raise taxes. You can't raise taxes and raise minimum wage. And if you have a business that supports a community, that's a part of a community, and is an asset to the community, you completely understand this shit. Man, this shit is all fucked up. The Democratic how come they just can't agree on ideals? You understand what I'm saying? Like, come to a consensus. Why the fuck the Democrats and the Republicans got to fight against each other? Why can't they just have a consensus, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some bullshit. So I gotta vote for no tax hike, and maybe as it stands right now, some people lose health care. You understand what I'm saying? So, although I do think that you should pay for my ideal America is no government. I don't want government in none of my shit. I don't want government in none of my business.
Welcome to the show.
What's up?
Hey man, too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. What's good?
Yeah, you in the military, Terrence. You got that cheat code, man. What's up, man? What's up?
Yeah, give me my damn wrench back, bruh.
Oh, no, it's on your. I haven't put on your new one yet, right?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Yeah, but I'm going to vote for Joe Biden tomorrow.
Okay.
And I thought that he did. I thought he did what he needed to do tonight. I thought he did a great job pushing back against this racist bastard.
Mm-hmm.
He dealt. I felt like he could have did more when it came to pushing back against the '94 crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he did enough. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did enough. But I think only thing that was missing with that, he should have looked at black folks right in the camera, how he was doing when he did a couple of other times when he wanted to speak to the so-called American people. He should have spoke also to show inclusion to black folk. Hey, I'm talking to you. You who was affected by that bill. I'm talking to you. I sincerely, Joe Biden, apologize to you for my participation in that bill. It was wrong. And I felt like he explained some things about when he was in office as the vice president and what him and Obama did to release some prisoners, because one of my family members actually benefited from that. He got his life sentence commuted. It was it was a great deal. I mean, my cousin, he's been home now for 2 years. He's doing great. He's living over there in West Palm. He's doing very well. He had a life sentence and he's home. You know what I'm saying? Because of what Obama did.
That's beautiful.
And greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think he just should have added the apology to it. Would have made it more potent. And also, I thought he would have brought along some more black votes that he would have needed, because people would have looked at him then and said, whether he was sincere about it or not, it was
I'm sorry.
It was the fact that he made the effort to apologize would have been I thought would have been a great deal. And I thought he missed the mark by not directly apologizing to black folks for that. But I did nevertheless thought he did a decent job. And I thought that he won tonight.
Biden was afraid to sever his voting, the people that are already in line with him, because he goes too far black, he gonna lose white people. If he goes too far white, they're gonna align him with Trump. So
see, but here's the thing. Mm-hmm. When you're really see, I've been following politics since I've been a child. So when you know where a guy's politics lies, then you get a better gist of how he's moving, and when he speaks, you get a better clarification about what he's talking about. So he's more of a centrist, and when I say he's a centrist, he's in the center. He's like sliding more or less to the more even side. He's not gonna go too far left. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna go too far right. But he gonna be able to make deals with the Republicans, because he will be able to listen to me. Just listen to me. Okay. Listen to me, family. Listen to me. When you got a guy like Joe Biden, he will favor some legislation that will come from Republicans, meaning that if the Republicans draw up something, right, you will have some Democrats would say, you know what? Hey, man, I'm not riding with them on that. Joe Biden is the type of guy would ride with a John McCain. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of politician. So he's not going to go too far left as pertains to rhetoric and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even that's not saying that he won't get stuff done. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have guys when it comes to the Congressional Black Caucus, that's going to be there. Hey man, we need to get this here done over here for black folk. You know what I mean? I believe that listen.
Obama here with Dennis.
Obama had something going. We got to understand that, and I've been saying I was so glad that Obama came out and articulated what I could not do, because I know he speaks very well. But I've been saying the same thing. Listen, we're not going to get no perfect politician. There's no politician that's going to do it in one term or 2 terms. This is an ongoing effort. That's why we have made gains. Each generation is going to get stronger, wiser, and better. Each generation has to bring something, has to make it better for the next generation that's coming. Meaning that this generation has to set the table for the next generation that's coming. So when they come, they got some cards to set at the table with, because we left them something to play with. But if we step away from the table and say we're not participating, we're not going to move the goalposts forward, then we don't leave them anything to fight with. Nothing but we felt like, hey, what the hell we voting for? You know, we ain't getting nothing out of this. Ain't nothing changed. If somebody, I'm not speaking to nobody in particular, but when people sit down and say that there's no change, everything is still the same, you're being disingenuous. There is change. There is change, because, listen, I keep saying this over and over again. If the Republicans can have it their way, I'm telling you, they believe in the original intent of the Constitution. I've been saying it over and over. They believe in the original intent of the Constitution. They want to roll all these gains back that we have made, that our people have made, generation after generation after generation. They have been gains made. It's nothing going to happen. Like, everything is not going to just happen overnight. It's going to make it all better for us. That's not being truthful to yourself, if you feel that way. But if we move collectively forward, generation after generation, to get things better, to make things better for each generation, and if we keep doing that, march and study ahead, then I guarantee you, at some point, we will get to where we're trying to go. But if we jump out of the car and say, "Damn it, we don't want to go," hey man, you can't blame the driver. He tried to take you, but you didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to make up our minds. Do we want change or we don't? You know, people keep hollering about reparations. I want reparations too, but look here. We can do this, but we got to have a strategy to get there. We late in the game, right? We've been asking for reparations, right? But if we put the proper pressure on this guy, say, hey, we still got time. We got time to let Biden know, look, man, we know this late in the game. You get in office. I know people are not going to always agree with what nobody say. There's always going to be some pushback. But look, you get in that office for the first term, look, we need you to put reparations on the table for us. Now, we can get you in office, but if you do not get us reparations, I'm telling you, every president that gets us in office wants to be there for 2 terms. If you don't deliver reparations, you'll be a 1-term goddamn president. You will be a 1-term president. And I'm telling you, no president wants to be there. Donald Trump sitting there going crazy as hell right now, thinking he's going to be a 1-term president. No president wants to be a 1-term president. They want 2 terms. But if they want 2 terms, they got to earn it. And I mean, I don't care. Well, I do care, but you know, I hope people go out and vote tomorrow. I mean, I'm going tomorrow and vote for Joe Biden, man. I'm gonna do my duty. It gives me the right to get on here and talk, because I did my duty. I went and voted. But if I don't vote, I don't feel I have the right to sit up here and even talk about this, none of this if I'm not going to participate, honestly. So I think I have the right because I do vote. I vote from top to bottom, from bottom to top. Hey, and that's that. And hold on, what's something else I wanted to say? Oh, it was very important, man. But we just got to stay focused, family, because again, this fight is not an overnight fight. This like Nipsey said, this is a marathon. This, you know what I'm saying? We got to be willing to be able to stay in this fight, man, and get out that vote, man. We got to get these numbers up so high that we leave no doubt that this bastard is getting out of office. If we are complacent and finding so many reasons not to vote, understand this, family. Why you think that these people are working so hard to stop you from voting, to restrict your vote? If your vote don't count, why would they go through all of this shit to stop you from voting? If it don't mean nothing. It's not that hard. If your vote don't mean nothing, they wouldn't be trying to stop you from voting. So know that you are very important. You are very important to what you want for you and the future of your family. You are very important. But it's on you as an individual. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Don't sit down and complain if you're not gonna get in the game. Hey man, black love, black peace, man. Hey man, love y'all. You know I'm gonna run it, but I appreciate you, Fred, for letting me get off, family.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All the time.
All
right, one. I didn't agree with none of that shit. None of that shit. But you know, he's a faithful patron. You know, he got access to this line anytime he wanted. Jay Cooley, she's so fine she can ride my face. Think it out loud. She's fresh. I want to elaborate on that in a second.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation.
It's a real nigga celebration. What's up?
What's happening, kinfolk?
What's up? How you feel, Mike?
Man, I'm excellent, bro. Hey, how did you feel about Biden's apology?
It wasn't an apology.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. But see, we have a lot of slave-minded people that think that was a real sincere apology. What was your take on it when you heard it?
Man, listen, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Donald Trump took the words what I was thinking. Nigga, you had a black president and you're the vice president. That should have been the first thing on your agenda, is to reverse something that is terrible for our community. My humble opinion. My opinion.
That's the same thing that I said 2 nights ago. Mm-hmm. This man been in office for damn near 30 plus years, and he has never removed any of his bills. He still supports his bills to this day, but he give you a phony apology on television and it's sufficient? And what was so ill about what Trump said? He said it locked more black males up than any other person or any other race. And he still could not defend that. And he still haven't removed that. So if it's still in place to this day, and you talking about you going to vote for Biden, you just saying I'm voting for my oppression. Because they're putting Camilla and him, the two most, they're down for the Zionist movement, locking people up. Okay, the Democratic Party is a Zionist Jewish organization. They own all the prisons. So you're voting for your oppression and don't even fucking know it. And all he gives you is a sorry, and y'all are cool with that? I don't really understand what we doing here, but we're not gonna get nowhere this way. And I Dude said he been watching politics since a teen. Watching politics is not how you learn, sir. Reading their legislation is how you learn politics. This is not an emotional game. This is a logical game. And this raising the minimum wage, that ain't good. That's the most retarded shit that I heard. What else did you hear in it that made you raise an eyebrow other than those two subjects?
It was a couple of things.
For me too.
One, when Trump said, and Jarvis put this in the chat, I'm the least racist person in here. So that means you're racist. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right. That's inclusion.
Yeah, that kind of threw me in the loop. When he said, "You're the big man, right, Joe?" That shit was hilarious to me.
Hilarious. I was rolling because they made Biden look like the drug lord.
Yeah. I don't know, like a drug lord, but that shit. I wanted him to respond that you're the big man. No, I'm not a big man. That's what I wanted him to say. That's what I wanted him to say. Oh, I'm not the big man. Oh, you're not the big man? Imagine that in a meme. I'm not the big man. Oh my God, that has so many different levels of funny to it, you know.
I thought that whole part was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then did you notice Biden was doing all the interrupting the whole time?
I didn't catch all of that. No, I didn't catch all that.
Like they were muting Trump's microphone. But
they did mute it once because he was talking and I couldn't hear him. Yeah, they did mute it once that I heard. Excuse me, that I didn't hear. Excuse me.
Yeah, it was a couple times, but I thought the whole shit was fucking hilarious. You know, Biden didn't really answer the whole Ukraine Russia questions well.
But they had a press conference. They had a press conference that he took money. See, people gonna ignore that shit. That the nigga took money as he was vice.
I saw it.
No, but they had a press conference. That shit gonna go viral. He gonna go to court for that. They gonna do something for his son, you know. And he took money from multiple countries illegally. Damn right. You understand? That's why I said you guys got to be careful about this shit, man. Be careful about where you're getting your news from. Like kind of like how I did the story yesterday on JFK and Joe Biden. I mean, not JFK and Donald Trump. They both assholes. But you would have never known JFK had the same character as Donald Trump if I didn't tell you. You would have never known. And that's the same thing about Fox News, MSNBC, and CNN. Nigga, you got Google, nigga. You ain't got to read a 300-page book no more. You got Google.
But even Google, right? Like at the end of the day, people are not even okay, we didn't watch this goddamn debate. How many people recorded this shit and went back and looked at everything that these people said and researched exactly if what was what and what is true? Like everybody's going off of emotions, and emotions are not facts. Your emotions can be played with. You know how many bitches then broke my heart out in years present going by my emotions? That's not you don't deal with fucking emotions. You deal with facts. So go back and listen to each one of these candidates and find out what is truth. But nobody fucking recorded it, so nobody don't even fucking know. They're just going by whatever the crowd thinks. But when too many niggas is going this way, I go the opposite way because I know most of these niggas ain't reading shit. They're taking everything off of face value off of what the television told them. But the sincere thing about this is Camilla and fucking Biden locked up more niggas in history than any other motherfuckers, including the Clintons. That is a fact. And those in California knows this. Now, Biden came out of his mouth and said, I am a Zionist. He said this. You can put in Google. That's everybody on this chat who has a smartphone. Let's do some smart shit with your smartphone. Go to Google and put in, is Joe Biden a Zionist? You're going to see several articles that pop up where he say, and they in quotes, anything in quotes means he said it out his mouth. He said, I am a Zionist. Okay, what is the Zionist agenda? You need to look that up. If you don't know what that is, what the fuck are you voting for? You need to know legislation. You need to know what this man believe in. Because just because somebody come out their mouth and say they're not a racist, that doesn't mean that they're not. It's the agendas that they push, the laws that they push is what makes them a racist.
Yeah, right.
This shit is crazy. But another thing we should also look up, because dude was talking about reparations and all this shit. And black, there is no people on the earth from Blackadonia. Okay? This is a legal status that is placed on people. The reason why we're not getting reparations is because our people have no nativity. In order to have nativity, you have to be a part of a landmass. Okay? So there is no Blackadonia or Black land. There is no seat at the UN for black people because there is no fucking people called black. That is a label that they put on us by Walter Plecker in the early 1900s. We didn't call each other black back in the day. We had a nationality. So this is where we go to Google and do something smart with our goddamn smartphones, right? Go to the Civil Rights Act under Wikipedia, and then scroll to nicknames. When you scroll to nicknames for the Civil Rights Act, guess what it's called? The fucking Indian Act. So that means you're not from no fucking Africa. You're not African American because you can't be a part of two fucking land masses at the same damn time. So our people don't know who they are, and that's why they're not getting nothing for who they are. In order for us to get some type of reparations or some type of justice, you have to know who you are first. Now, they done told you a bunch of lies to keep you, in order for them to thrive and be millionaires, they have to defraud you through contracts. Social Security Administration is a fraud. They contracted you into a lie. And this is how they take your money. This is how they take your fees, that your taxes, your this, your that. But it's not mandated for you to have a social security number. But these are things that people do not know. So at the end of the day, in order for us to come out of this shit, we have to learn something. We can't just be, for one, only 8% of black folks even voted for Trump last time. So our vote wasn't the vote that got him in. And it's going to be the same goddamn way again. They ain't going to need our vote to get him in. We gotta like start doing some real homework on what the fuck is going on, because we are very delusional out here.
Right.
But peace to the guys, Fred. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. I'm glad that you brought up all this shit, and your platform is awesome, man. As usual, you take care, bro.
Appreciate you, big homie. Yep.
All right.
One. Yeah, man. This election was, that motherfucking debate had me rolling. That debate was funny as hell. Come on. Are you the big man? That shit was funny, dog. That shit was so funny to me, man. Oh, man. That nigga Donald Trump says, I'm the least racist person in here. Dog, you can't make it. Dog, did y'all see what we're watching? I mean, come on, man. Y'all niggas are funny, man. Y'all niggas debating over who you voting for. Y'all niggas are funny to me, dog. Funny to me. You ain't, man. Y'all niggas are funny to me. So, man, black man, I'll say this, and this is just what I simply believe. I think his percentage on black men is going to go up because of the crime bill, and plenty of black men are attached to that, whether it's your uncle, your cousin, shit like that. And shit. Make it quick, man. What's up?
Hey, look, no disrespect to the young lady that just called in, man. Listen, for real. Listen.
That was a man.
That
was a man.
That was a woman just got off the phone, man.
Nah, that was a man.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, to the young man that just called in, bro. Listen, don't put words in my mouth, bro. And then you sit here, you're so damn smart. You You saying shit that don't make sense. 1 minute you say that we ain't black, but then you go talking about we are black and that black people the one voted this that way and that. Come on, man. Listen, this is what's wrong with us. We always want to be combative with each other instead of trying to come together, see what we come up with to help move us forward. I don't want to be the smartest nigga in the room, which I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the most popular nigga in the room, which I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, stop this shit, man. This is why we can't get no motherfucking where. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not everybody, God forgive me. Listen, certain people want to be the standout person that knows every fucking thing and don't get no fucking where. This is what holds us back, man. As we the only people who do this shit to each other. No other group does this shit but black people. No, I mean, we're the most fucked up people in America. And it's for a reason. Because we so against one another. And it's like that crab in the bucket mentality. Refuse to see us doing, listen, I love to see my brothers and sisters doing good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even when I didn't have shit, when I seen somebody else that was doing very well, it made me feel good because I knew if that black man or that black woman had something, I knew it was possible for me. You know what I'm saying? This is sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking sad. We are in a fucked up state, man, and we need to do something to try to help get us out of this. If you don't want to vote, that's fine. But, you know, don't go on a tirade to try and discourage other folks from voting who may be on the fence about voting that might want to go vote or whatever. It's cool, man. But don't put words in my mouth and then calling me all out my name and all this shit. Come on, bro.
You just called him out his name, man.
No. No, talking about all these old Uncle Tom ass niggas or whatever. Listen, bro, I'm far from all that there, bro. I don't have to be that there just to have my opinion.
Ooh, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
I got you, man.
That's I'm saying this here because I'm doing it with respect. Because normally before I got used to this social media stuff, I didn't know how to handle it, so I would go off the handle real bad. But I'm getting used to it. I understand. I'm learning about trolls and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about all that. You know, it was running my blood pressure up. But for real. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I love interacting with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You, Reggie, DB, all y'all good people, man. You know what I'm saying? But in the mix of good people, you have people who comes to try and tear you down. Try to tell people, your own people. Why, man? Why we do this to each other, bro? It's sad. No, I just never see no other group do that shit. Every other group, you see them people, they stick together, they spend money with each other. I mean, man, listen, it's sad the way we don't value each other. We just demoralize each other. We don't value each other. It's listen, okay, you say make it short. Okay, bro. Love you, man. I'm just saying, bro, to the young man, and I apologize for calling him a young woman. Okay, I just thought it was, and it was a young man. I apologize, brother, if you hear me. I apologize to you, but I'm just saying we need to do better, brother. Let's quit beating each other down and just stop. If you want to come and teach and do all that, that's fine. But you don't have to try and tear somebody else down to make your point. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Love you, bro.
All right. Appreciate you, big homie.
Yeah. One.
Oh, man. What was so fucking funny in the chat, man? I need a laugh right now. What was funny in the chat? Y'all niggas are crying in the chat. What the fuck is funny? I missed the fucking joke. What joke did I miss? Niggas crying. Monty say she crying. Sir is fucking crying in the chat. What is fucking funny in the chat, dog? I'm real curious. What the fuck is funny?
Praise like Jesus, play like Moses.
What's up, 305?
What's happening, Fred? Down in here in Miami, man. Pushing this late night shift, man.
What it do?
Hey, look here, Fred. I just want to say this part of it, and I'm gonna make this really short. I know people say that and they go on these long tirades. As far as the election, the economy is fucked up.
Yeah.
And these people ain't really talking about it. This week, every Thursday, they do a weekly unemployment claims, and it was over 700,000 for 1 week. Now, if you take that and parallel that to when Obama was in office and everybody's running around with their hair on fire, at the worst point, it was 600,000 a week. And this is probably one of the better weeks that we're in. And the Fed is just printing money like crazy. So at some point, it's going to come a time, which is coming shortly, where they're going to say they ain't got no money. And they're going to be coming for people pensions. That's going to happen. That's going to happen very shortly. And what people need to realize is when people say that the government don't have money, they don't have money, go look at the balance sheet of the Fed and see how much money these people print. Just take a gander, and these are giant numbers. These ain't no, little numbers that you're thinking of. They just had a report that the U.S. Treasury, just for the mortgage-backed security, added about $25 billion to $6.56 trillion just over the last week. So I think when we think in our minds as Black people that we got to do this, we got to present a presentation a certain kind of way, we got to go vote for this person, we got to go get these people, we got to do all these things in order for the government to address our issues. We don't have to do that shit. If they want to do some shit, they can do it. Because they printing money like crazy when it's some shit that they want to do. If they don't want to do it, they're not fucking going to do it. Now, the solution of it, I don't know, but the idea that we have to do all these things in order for the government to do it, that's just utter bullshit. That's just not true. Because when they want to print money, there ain't no ends of how much money they print. That's my call, Fred. I'm out, man.
Appreciate you. Safe travels, too. Safe travels. Yeah, man. Y'all niggas are funny as hell. Funny.
Praise Black Jesus. Play Black Moses.
318. Let me get the OG Christopher Journey. Fred, did he say? Come on, man. Come on, Chris, man. Come on, man. I ain't got time to be laughing like this, man. I got tears coming out my eyes. I held back, man. Man, Christopher Journey said, Fred, did he say honey child, please? Deacon 305, an OG, man. He is, man. Y'all all one tonight, as Monty just said. Y'all all one, because I'm on one. What's up, 318? What you got?
Man, what it do? Fred is out of the way, man.
Hey, what's up, man? What's popping?
Man, I'm cooling, man. Having fun in the chat, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. The chat is fucking hilarious right now.
Man, I just had one thing to say to the last few callers that called, man.
Go ahead. Take your time.
And tell them, stop trying to be God. That's not who they are. Yeah, man. But that's my call, though, Fred.
Appreciate you.
All right.
One. Man, y'all niggas are funny. Yeah, Deacon 305. Deacon 305 be smacking niggas with pistols and shit. Y'all already know that. That nigga be pistol whipping niggas. For sure. You know what I mean? He got a Dillinger in his pocket for guaranteed. He got one of them circular change purses, change things that you squeeze and you take the coins out and shit. Man, that nigga old school. That nigga got his Newports in his sleeve. He folds his sleeve up and shit. Man, that nigga old school like a motherfucker. Got an air freshener hanging from his motherfucking his mirror and shit. That nigga old school, man. Y'all fucking with don't fuck with 305. Y'all better leave that nigga alone. Yeah, I can't help you with that one. All I can do is drop the link. Man, y'all better leave that nigga alone. That nigga ain't playing today. You gonna learn today. That nigga said that girl. Oh God. Hey, I didn't know if he was real or was he was playing, but I can't have a nigga call into the show and know it's a man and say, nah, I can't do that, man. I ain't getting beat up in these streets, man. I couldn't let that ride, man. I couldn't let it ride. But that shit was funny as hell. Oh man, y'all niggas are. Oh man, y'all niggas are funny, man.
So, all you scared to death Negroes.
Hey, what's up?
This some bullshit, man. I was trying to tap the link, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a new haircut and shit, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to this nigga B&B. And I was like, you know what, nigga? I'm gonna take your advice, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and grow my last afro, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm gonna go ahead and grow, Fred. I'm gonna grow my last afro, Fred.
Good luck. Good luck.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit flexible. Like, you know, I'm malleable. You know what I'm saying? I can maneuver. You know what I'm saying? My shit's still blowing the wind. You know what I'm saying? Fred, when you draw with the top down, Fred, what it feel like?
I don't have a convertible.
If you was to have a convertible, Fred, and you drove with the top down, what would it feel like?
I have no idea.
Like, would it feel
If was a
breezy?
fifth, we'll all be drunk.
Well, the last nigga that called SSCs said he sounded like he smoked wood chip black and ball. Hey, SSCs, man, that was hilarious. Fred.
Oh, I'm laughing at the chat, nigga. I'm not, man.
Hey, Fred,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna answer your question.
Go ahead.
What was so funny was when Deacon 305 called, he was like, Fred, to the young lady that called, he was like, Deacon 305, that's not a woman, that's a man. He was like, well, to the lady, oh, hold on, Fred, that's not a man, Fred, that's one. Deacon 305, that was a woman. So Fred, to the lady, oh,
that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay, that's what happened. Okay. Because I can't let another man call another man a woman, man, on my watch, man. I ain't getting beat up in these streets, man. And I ain't got time to be being chased down Crenshaw, man. I don't want them problems, man. I don't want them problems.
Oh man, bro, that shit. That shit was hilarious. Hey, you got some comedians in this motherfucker.
Oh, the show was always funny. We always gonna find gold in the show. Always.
That shit was hilarious. It's just like oh. Nigga 305, nigga said, don't come for me, man. That nigga said, don't come for me. If you don't want this smoke, if you don't want to get burnt, you know what I'm saying, don't come for this smoke. Hey, man, y'all leave Deacon 305 alone, man. I just came into this bitch, so I'm going to say my piece. At the end of the day, look, bro, I respect what you posted on Instagram, Fred.
What'd I say?
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to misquote you, but you basically said a nigga that asks another nigga to clock in for vacation time will never understand, you know, my plight, or never understand why.
Yeah, you'll never understand it. You'll never understand it.
Facts. So
if I don't work, I don't eat.
When you said that, hey, look, there you go, my nigga. I just had to tell my little nephew that, man. I was in the crib. We was watching whatever the fuck we was watching, some on ESPN. And this little nigga, I told him, I was like, bruh, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, his generation fucked up, walking with they pants under their ass and shit. And I'm like, bruh, if you don't work, you don't eat. Pick your motherfucking pants up, number one. Number two, I had to tell him, bro, like, if you don't get if you don't get your shit together, right? Because he like in that problem child phase right now and shit. He a teenager and he don't get it. I'm telling him, bro, you gonna work for the white man the rest of your life if you don't get your shit right now. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck around, go to jail, and not have the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do what you need to do because you fucking up right now. You fucking up your own opportunity. Because I'm telling them, man, there's no money in the streets like what they think. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, with that being said, if you're not business minded, and I'm gonna correlate all this shit. If you're not business minded, if you can't see like the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? If you can't see that they got these people out here distracted, worrying about the lesser of the two evils, you know what I'm saying? it's crazy, Fred, that like people out here really think they vote matters when all you're voting for is for your state elected. You know what I'm saying? For them to be able to choose who they want to put in office. Like all you gotta do is look that shit up. It's out there that when you vote for your state elected. You know what I'm saying? So if niggas can't comprehend that, just like how like my little nephew couldn't comprehend, you know, the shit young in life, you know, to where it'll fuck your opportunities up later in life. Saying shit. You know, if you out there filling out a W-2, salute. You know what I'm saying? You able to feed yourself, feed your family. But niggas that's on that 1099 that actually, you know, understand having to pay taxes, it's a whole game. Because this shit is not racial. This shit has always been political. And it's always going to be political. They play with you niggas. They play with race, you know what I'm saying, to get you niggas in your feelings. Just to tap in, to do a temperature check. All right. Hey, boss, hey, send in something so we could deal with the niggas. Like, that's exactly what it is, man. All this shit that y'all see, this fake ass race shit, until they stop saying people of color, they're not talking to me, Fred. They ain't talking to me. Fred, when they out here talking about we're gonna do such and such, you got black people saying people of color, bro. The saddest shit ever, man. They ain't even talking about their own selves, man. They including everybody else into their plight. That's why a motherfucker that fills out a W-2, I can understand you when you say they'll never understand, you know what I'm saying, the way you think. You fill out a W-2. You get told what to do for a living. Whereas I'm a boss. I set the schedule. I set how much money I'm going to make, you know what I'm saying, for whatever job that I'm doing. I do and make, basically, I'm God, nigga. I'm God of my own situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to depend on another nigga, you know what I'm saying, to tell me exactly how and what to do in order for me to put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? These niggas worship a white Jesus, Fred. How the fuck they gonna tell me anything about who to vote for when you out here worshiping a white God? That's my call, Fred. Appreciate you,
all
my
the
nigga.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
Appreciate you. Look, bro, keep posting that shit. That's gonna get people in their feelings. And look, I want to tell you, this is for you, Fred, directly for you.
Uh-huh.
Nigga, this the barber shop, bro. So when you bring people to the barber shop, it's gotta be open dialogue at the very least, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't hold back punches in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my only thing, Fred. Like, look, salute, bro. I see that you got my baby coming in next Thursday from Love and Basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one I was hating on
yeah.
on my other girl. But hey, she fine though. She was the finest hater in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
She gonna be here.
Salute to you, dog.
Yeah, she gonna
Salute
be here.
to
We
you,
watching.
man.
Don't forget. Make sure y'all niggas go watch Love and Basketball. Make sure it's fresh. Make sure it's fresh. I'm gonna watch that shit 3 times. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow because I ain't got shit to do. What's up?
Tell them smash the like button too, man.
Yeah, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Jab the like button.
Yeah,
smash
man.
the like button. And
Yeah.
and you hit that and you jab the in call button, nigga. Peace.
Jeez, man.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, shit. Oh man, I'm excited to have her in. I'm excited to have Erica in here, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be cool. Oh man. Woo, y'all niggas are funny tonight. Funny. Classic movie. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go drive by the house this week. So the Boys in the Hood house is in my neighborhood, and the Love and Basketball house. I'm gonna drive by it and do a video for it just to promote it. I'll make sure I do that. Make sure y'all in here tomorrow night. Make sure y'all tell a friend, man, because I think this is an important conversation that we're gonna have tomorrow. Because no matter what you're going through, you need inspiration, you need hope. And this is one of the most extreme. I mean, I don't know how a nigga believe he's gonna. I mean, I'm not saying that. I don't know how a nigga don't believe, but I'm saying to get the victory, shit. You know how many niggas are applying for pardons and clemencies, and you actually get it, and then he comes on to the barbershop, and then he comes in here and speaks to us. You know how rare that. You know what has to happen for that shit to happen. Yeah, man. Yeah, and the Bentley with sweats are real boss, man. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Applying for pardons and clemencies.
You got
Get it?
Yeah, turn the computer down.
Yes, I was calling because I just wanted to give some food for thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
When they were talking about the economy, and they kind of touched about the vaccines and the COVID. Well, with the COVID, Trump said he has the military plan all ready to go. Right? So he's going to do mandatory COVID. Then when Biden spoke, he's got a plan for mandatory COVID, but he uses the example of health and keeping us safe, and we'll spend as much as we need to keep abreast of it. But at the same time, every time they increase, they're not helping us as far as stimulus and the livelihood. They're getting the money. They steady robbing America. Because when they the last time they increased the money, it was because Pelosi wanted more money for the vaccines and the contact tracing. I believe Trump gave us a nugget tonight when he was talking about him having the COVID. And he says, yes, I could stay in a secure room in the White House for 18 months, but I don't want to do it. So food for thought is it's a possible 18 more months of this to keep going on. Now, the second thing and my final thing is Biden and him was talking about the oil and fracking. I want everybody to Google Governor Gavin Newsom signing executive order in September 2020 saying we can no longer they can no longer sell cars that you need gas in 2035. What did Biden say? 2035, no more cars that take oil. Pandemic. I'm out.
Peace. Pandemic. Yeah, y'all got it right because I hear it all day. So I'm like, oh, okay, she's calling it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I was like that, Jarvis. I was like, oh God, here we go. I already heard the conversation already, so now she's just telling y'all.
Block for me, black man. No, they trying to stretch us. It's a real nigga celebration.
Hey, what's up? What's up
with it, Fred? How you feeling though? You feeling good?
Great. I'm feeling great. What you got?
I'm feeling good, Fred. You know what I'm saying? I see you switched the topic earlier. You were talking about Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, we can go anywhere we want with it. You can go with Floyd.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need my chapstick. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat. First of all, it's your boy H Money, Mr. The Zone, man. And you know I came here to put on a show until Fred come back. Oh, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fred, man. Like I was saying, you know, Floyd Mayweather yesterday, he did an interview and he confirmed that Devin Haney is the real WBC champion. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez walking around here with a rinky-dinky, knockoff WBC franchise belt with top rank on it. He should be embarrassed. Teofimo Lopez should be embarrassed. He should be ashamed walking around with a fake belt like that, bruh. With a fake title. Nobody recognized Teofimo Lopez as the undisputed champion, not even the greatest fighter that ever lived, Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I'm saying? The WBC has officially played Teofimo Lopez being a fake WBC champion, bro. He ought to be ashamed of himself, walking around with a knockoff belt. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Devin Haney's the real champion. He's the real champion. What was that?
They do that at the Sauce and Swap Meet.
Yeah, he got a knockoff, bro. He got one of those fake belts, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit is it's a damn shame. Real talk. The man ready to run to 140 pounds and duck Devin Haney. He won't no smoke. Bob Arum just did an interview. I don't know if you've seen it with IFL TV. I believe I sent it to you. Where Bob Arum said Teofimo Lopez, he's not gonna fight Devin Haney. He would rather fight a cherry pick Ryan Garcia. He said he wants to fight Ryan Garcia, which is a complete cherry pick. Ryan Garcia don't have no belt. I thought he wanted to be undisputed. That's what they was promoting, right? None of the legends consider Teofimo Lopez as an undisputed champion. There's never been a champion in the history of boxing who was undisputed with a franchise belt. I thought they couldn't even switch franchise belts. I thought you couldn't even win a franchise belt, but they changed that up. The man he's getting played by the WBC. Teofimo Lopez wants no smoke. Floyd Mayweather recognized Devin Haney as the real WBC champion. What was your thoughts when you seen that, Fred? When Floyd said Devin is the real champion? What I've been saying this whole time.
I'll say this. I thought Floyd was disingenuous because Rollie has a
no. We talking about Devin though. We ain't talking about Rollie and Tank. We talking about Devin.
I know you asked me a question.
Go ahead.
I know I'm not gonna say what you want me to say, man.
No, because you're going to talk about Tank and Rollie and their belts, but we're specifically talking about Devin Haney and the WBC belt. That's all I asked. Okay. I don't want to know about Rollie and Tank. I don't care about Rollie and Tank.
Okay. I think Floyd was just. I think he was disingenuous. I just think he just wanted to talk. The nigga the guy didn't even ask him the question. Like he just went off for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You know, he just wanted to talk. Floyd said, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Floyd said I 47 times and he said Tank name twice. The nigga just wanted y'all to hear about himself, man. He said when I did this, when I did that. You know what I mean? The nigga checking his hairline and his ways. What the fuck you doing, nigga? Fuck you doing? You got 2 parking spots on your side.
You feel me? Yeah. Dipping. I'm dipping.
Oh, man.
And I'm dripping sauce on them, dipping sauce. You feel me? But Fred, man, you know, yes, I asked you about Devin Haney being crowned the WBC champion. What I've been saying. Teofimo Lopez is the one getting played by the WBC.
No.
With a rinky-dinky ass belt.
By the WC.
Devin got the Floyd. Which belt did Floyd Mayweather have, Fred?
But hear me out.
What belt did Deontay Wilder have? I'm just asking.
Hear me out.
I'm just asking. What belt did Wilder have?
Hear me out.
I want to know what belt did Wilder have. Did Wilder have a franchise or did Wilder reject that franchise belt?
Well, here, let me tell you. I'll let you finish and then tell me.
Which belt did Deontay Wilder have? What belt does Errol Spence got? Which belt did Floyd Mayweather have? The franchise or the one Devin Haney got? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, let me you gonna let me can I respond? Those divisions don't have franchise titles yet. So I'll say this.
You're not answering my question, though.
They don't have.
I just asked which belt did Deontay Wilder have?
They
offered him a franchise belt.
There's no franchise belt in the heavyweight division. There's no franchise belt in the heavyweight division. There's a franchise belt at 35 and 68 or 60. 60.
Yeah. Which belt did Deontay Wilder have? Franchise or world title that Devin Haney has?
Yeah,
that's all I want to know.
World title.
Exactly. The Devin Haney belt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what all the real champions got. Which belt did Floyd have? The world title. Never been a franchise belt. You know what I mean? Franchise is a status. Devin Haney has the real belt, and that's what Floyd Mayweather was saying yesterday.
At the end of the day, you're getting taxation without representation. Okay. And what that means as that applies to boxing is I don't care who the champion is at a WBC, but you're not getting representation. So you're being taxed. The 3% sanctioning fees, you're being taxed like a dumb nigga. Okay, every champion that has 4, like if you were a WBA champion, now the IBF have one. Now, if you're in a division with the WBC, with the franchise and the regular champion, you are paying one of those belts are just paying for the WBC lifestyle. Okay, now until people that think like Floyd put their words to actions, you're just a slave to the game, to the sport of boxing. I posted that today around 10 o'clock today. You're just this morning. You're just a slave to the sport of boxing. Now, what needs to happen, if you really want me for real, and I'm glad the first caller called in because it helped me wrap my brains about this, is that Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney need to go to the WBC and be like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? You guys are ruining the sport of boxing. And they need to become allies, and then throw the WBC belts in the trash and make one of the biggest fights in boxing, and don't pay the sanction fees. And say, fuck them. We gonna make the fight. How about that? How's that idea?
We're not gonna say fuck them. We're definitely not gonna say fuck them. Devin Haney, when he got into the sport of boxing, he wanted to be the WBC world champion.
He did that
just like Sugar Ray Leonard. He wanted to be the WBC world champion like Deontay Wilder, and he accomplished his goal. So the next step is for Teofimo Lopez to let his nuts hang and fight Devin Haney. After the fight, in the post-fight press conference, Teofimo Lopez said, "I'll fight Devin Haney." But now he's talking about Now he's talking about moving up to 140 pounds like a pussy and duck out this fight.
Nah, that's not a pussy move now.
Yeah, it is a pussy move. He's talking all that shit. Yeah, because he ain't about that life. Like when Devin seen him at a fight and Devin walked down on his whole ass. Yeah, walked down. And Teofimo Lopez gonna pay for what his dad said, making those racist comments, calling people niggas. He gonna pay for that.
That's true. Now, I don't know about paying for it.
He gonna pay you in the ring against Devin. Devin gonna punish him for that. I promise you that. He gonna punish him for that.
I hope so.
Yeah, he's gonna have to stand on what he said. He's gonna have to stand on what he said. Yeah, he's gonna have to stand on what he said. On God. No cap. He's gonna have to stand on what he said, bro. And I'm telling you, he being a pussy. He running to 140 pounds after he said, "I'll take that fight." He been talking all that shit for years, and now it's time to put up or shut up. And you walking around with that knockoff belt, that replica. You got a replica belt. Devin Haney got the authentic belt. He got the real deal Holyfield, and we wearing it with pride. Every undisputed champion in the history of boxing had the WBC world title that Devin Haney had, and that's why Floyd Mayweather Jr. said Devin Haney is the real WBC champion. Not T.O. female, not T.O. female Lopez, not him. Yeah, not him. No champion has ever been undisputed with a franchise belt, a French fries belt, rinky dink. The WBC is playing Teofimo Lopez.
No, the WBC is playing both.
No, they playing Teofimo. We got the real belt. We got the Deontay Wilder belt. We got the Earl Spence belt.
I know. She goes and sleeps with you, but fucks her. Fucks her work husband on a lunch break. I know. It's the same difference.
Fred, we got what we wanted. We got the Deontay Wilder belt. We got the Muhammad Ali belt. That's what we wanted when we came to the sport of boxing, and that's what we got. And Teofimo Lopez is getting played by the WBC. Walking around. Wait, let me finish, Fred. Let me finish. Sure. He's walking around saying he's undisputed, and nobody recognizes him as undisputed. It's a fucking joke. Floyd Mayweather said this nigga ain't undisputed. None of the legends, none of the fucking legends respect this man as an undisputed champion. The man, he's looking like a fraud out here, man. He's perpetrating. He's perpetrating. Yes, he is.
H Money.
That's what Floyd said. How many WBC belts does Floyd got?
He can have all of them. I don't give a fuck. He can have all of them. He can have all.
Yeah, the greatest champions of all time don't recognize this man as an undisputed champion. None of them had that belt. None of them. Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Terrence Crawford, Alexander Usyk. They never had a belt that had top rank on it. And that's the belt he walking around with a rinky dinky ass, fugazi ass belt. That's what he got.
You mind if I respond?
Yeah, his belt is foo-foo.
All right.
Foo-foo. Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Damn. Man. H Money is like arguing with Lincoln and Kennedy at the same time, nigga. God damn. Anyway, I'll say this, and I'm glad someone just brought this to my attention. Last week, all we're going to do is talk facts, okay? We're not going to deal with emotions or now you guys know my mindset. I don't fuck with emotions. I ain't Reggie Owens. You know, fuck Trump. I love Biden. You know what I mean? Biden does no wrong. You know, that's not me. Okay, just tell the straight truth, okay? Last week, Mauricio Suleiman said Lomachenko is the real champion. He said it last week in an article. Okay, I forget what the term he said. I did a video on it. Okay, well, whatever he said, he is the and he also said it supersedes Devin Haney's belt. Okay, now Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, and then his words before the fight, the Thursday or Friday before the fight, he said that belt is transferable. Okay, so which means that crown that Lomachenko had is bestowed upon the head of Teofimo Lopez. Okay, now with that being said, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Who has the power? Mauricio Suleiman has the power. Floyd has an opinion. Floyd doesn't have the power. He has an opinion. Al Heyman don't have the power. He has the money. Okay, now we fast forward into today. The WBC does not respect Devin Haney. Okay, whether you want,
yes, they do.
No,
Let
me finish.
Yes, they do.
Let me
Just did an
finish.
interview right now with Fight
Can I
Night.
finish? Can I finish?
All right, go ahead.
Can I finish? Can I
Go ahead.
finish? The WBC does not respect Devin Haney. I'm gonna tell you why they don't respect Devin Haney. Because last week they acknowledged Lomachenko over Devin Haney. They did. Okay. Now today, you got people who aren't in power advocating for whatever the case may be, but you don't see action from the people who have the power. And the people who have the power are not budging. The people who have the power said that Teofimo Lopez is the champion. Now we can say what we want to say and do what we want to do. You got to if you want to be a man of action, Floyd, Teofimo Lopez, the Haneys, whoever else has a WBC belt, Canelo, Jamal Charlo, all them niggas need to be on a motherfucking Zoom or a StreamYard app and say this is some bullshit. The WBC is taxing us without representation. You understand? I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be Canelo making 33 million. You could be Jamal Charlo making 3 million. You could be Devin Haney making 2 million. You could be Lomachenko making 4. You can be Teofimo who said he made 1 million or 2 million. They getting taxed 3% on that belt. They need to converge. Okay? They need to come together and stand up to the WBC and say, do right by us and the sport of boxing. Give me back my 3% that I paid for without representation. And then you need to make Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney and Jamal Charlo versus Canelo. Is there any other franchise belt out there or just those two? Just those two. Those are the fights that need to happen. Okay? And until that happens, you're just being pimped. You can call whatever fuck you want to call it. You're being pimped. Okay, your wife goes home and goes to work, sucks this nigga dick at lunch, and comes home and takes the kids and fucks you at nighttime. That's what the WBC is doing. No matter how you want to slice the cake up or want to slice the cake up, the WBC can give 2 fucks about Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Jamal Charlo, and possibly Canelo. If Canelo wasn't making $34 million, $35 million a fight, they wouldn't care. Okay, now either we gonna stand up and fight or we gonna have Teofimo Lopez. Haha, it's your fault. Devin Haney. No, I'm the real champion. No, you're the real champion. No. Devin got the belt by default. It's not his fault. I know he didn't fight for the belt. It's not Devin Haney's fault that happened. Okay, it's not his fault. It's the WBC's fault. The same way it's a WBC fault that people are placing blame upon Teofimo Lopez. Like how you're advocating for Devin Haney and saying he's not the real champion, he's ducking. He shouldn't have had a WBC belt in the first place for you to call him ducking. Do you understand what I'm saying? He shouldn't have had the belt. Devin Haney should have had the belt. It shouldn't have been a motherfucking undisputed unification, whatever you want to call it. It shouldn't have been that fight. What should have happened is whatever other belt he had the WBA and the WBO and the IBF. Those three should have converged. And then the winner for unification, instead of Teofimo or Loma going up to 140, excuse me, let's talk in the present. Teofimo Lopez going up to 140, he can unify 135 against Devin Haney. But until we stand up and say, stand up to the powers to be, you're just going to be a hoe on the stroll. Where boxers are just holes on a blade. And I don't care how you slice it up. That's what it's going to be. We can love them. We can love them beyond our own even comprehension and or understanding. Okay? Until fighters stand up to the WBC, it's going to be the same. Bill Haney, Teofimo Lopez Sr., whoever represents the Charlos, whoever represents Canelo, needs to go to motherfucking Culver City, fly into Culver City, team up, and demand fucking respect and a 3% belt back, and you make these fights. And that's all. And that's the real answer. It's not Teofimo Lopez's fault. He's just doing what a fighter does, doing what a fighter's told to do, obligated by a contract. Mikey Garcia got a fucking diamond belt for fighting Jesse Vargas, who wasn't even ranked. Jesse Vargas is in nobody's top 10. No disrespect to Jesse, but he's in nobody's top 10 in the WBC. Whatever. He wasn't in the top 10 in WBC. They probably put him there so they can sanction the fight. And that's the truth. The nigga Mikey Garcia, the reason, you know why? Because he made $7 million for that fight. And they get, what, 3%? That's why it happened. Why the fuck the WBC is sanctioning Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones? Why the fuck is Mike Tyson and Roy Jones allowing that fight to be sanctioned? They being pimped. Why the fuck would I have the WBC sanction a motherfucking exhibition fight 2 minutes around? Get the fuck out of here. I ain't giving nobody nothing. Nothing. And that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Just like we talking about, I'm not going to tell you how many guns I have in my house. If I got to pay $200 a year for every fucking gun I have in my house just to have a gun, that's taxation I'm being overtaxed. And that's what's happening at the WBC. They are taxing all these fucking fighters based off of ignorance and what status quo is supposed to believe. If Floyd Mayweather wants to make a fucking difference, tell that motherfucker to stand up for all the sport of boxing and do the right thing. Tell Rollie to throw his belt in the trash. Tell Tank to throw his belt in the trash. We only want one fucking belt, and we're not paying sanctioning fees on this shit. But he ain't gonna do it. Either a man or a mouse. That's why I'm one of one. That's why I'm one of one. That's why white people look at me and say, hey, you don't get credentials. Tell the truth. I done pissed off half of boxing by saying this shit. I don't give a fuck. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? The worst they can do is beat me up. That's the worst they can do. And we better not be in an open carry state. I'm gonna tell them that it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna be in their best interest. And that's the truth. And I'm telling everybody the truth. Fighters gotta fucking stand up. And that's it. Until the fighters stand up, they hoes. They being pimped. They on the blade. That's it. And I would tell Bill the same thing. I would tell Jamal Charlo the same thing. If Floyd was across me and his team is watching right now, I would tell them the same fucking thing. Floyd could potentially have all the power in boxing, but this nigga want to fuck bitches. This nigga want money. This nigga want fame. He want fortune. Floyd could be the most powerful man in sports and entertainment. Don't you understand this shit? He's worth $1 billion. Imagine if nigga Floyd woke up and say, you know what? I'm going to invest $50 million. I'm going to invest $50 fucking million to be the most powerful man in the world. If he say he got a billion, right? Invest $50 million. He could be the most powerful man in the world. In sports and entertainment, okay? He can. But he won't do it. This nigga want to fuck the 1,000,001 girl. He already fucked 1 million. Like, come on, man. Like what more? Like, I mean, childish shit. You know what I mean? Just immaturity, just levels of immaturity. Floyd got to stand up. And whoever else represents these fighters got to stand up to the WBC. WBC is fucking pimp. Mauricio Suleiman got his stomach stapled because y'all paid the 3%. This nigga eating filet mignon and tomahawk steaks on y'all behalf. On our behalf, because we pay the fucking fighters through our motherfucking tickets. And then because we sell out, they get endorsements, they get TV deals. So we're the base of this shit. You know what I mean? So that's just real spill. And people don't want to hear the truth. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Fred. You said that Lomachenko was considered the WBC champion. Fred, that's not true. Devin Haney, if you go to the WBC website right now, Devin Haney is the WBC champion with Earl Spence, all the champions. Devin Haney is in the WBC champions with Earl Spence, Tyson Fury, everybody. Teofimo Lopez is labeled as a franchise champion, which is not even a title, bro. That's not even a belt. That's what you call, that's a status. That's what that is a status. And you said on the week of the fight, they said that the belt was transferable. It just became transferable. So
why?
Because you just mentioned it.
Hey, when the soldiers stormed the beaches of Normandy, no one complained about the temperature of the water.
Fred, Teofimo Lopez
You're complaining about the temperature of the water. We need to focus on these motherfucking men that got guns that's on the shore. Fuck the temperature of the water.
Fred, let me cook for 1 second. Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
Teofimo Lopez requested the franchise belt if he beat Lomachenko. He said if we win, we want that franchise belt as well to avoid Devin Haney. Mauricio Suleiman just did an interview with Fight Hype. Just came out 30 minutes ago, Fred. And he's talking about everything. So if you could pull it up, whenever you get a chance, 30 minutes ago on Fight Hype. Brand spanking new. Brand spanking new.
Yeah, because he's nervous. Because he know Floyd got the potential. Floyd got the potential to shut this nigga down. That's why he didn't speak up last week. Floyd got the potential. Floyd got the potential, nigga, to shut this nigga down. That's why he's speaking now. I don't know what he said. I wish I could play the interview. I don't know Fight Hype that well, so I'm not gonna play that shit.
Check it out. It's Sean Zattel, who used to work with the Boxing Voice.
I'll check it out when the show ends.
Check it out ASAP. He talked about it, and he said Devin Haney is the world champion. Teofimo Lopez.
It don't matter what Floyd says. It don't matter what Floyd said. It don't.
Can I cook with you? Can I cook though? Can I get off?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You said Devin Haney became a champion because Lomachenko ducked him. He vacated the belt. The same way Lennox Lewis became a champion because Riddick Bowe vacated his belt and threw it in the trash. The same situation. It's the same belt, the WBC. The man avoided Devin Haney. Lomachenko vacated his belt just like Riddick Bowe did by throwing his belt in the trash, and Lennox Lewis was given the belt. Same thing. Lomachenko gave his belt away, threw it in the trash. Devin Haney became world champion. Then they gave him a franchise belt. Teofimo Lopez requested the franchise belt, or should I call it French fries belt, because he wanted no smoke with Devin Haney.
You can call it anything you want. You can call.
Yeah. Why he don't?
I'm gonna tell you a real story. I'm gonna tell you a real fucking story. Swear to fucking God. Swear to fucking God. So it was about me and my boy. I had to sit in the car, right? Because my boy didn't have a light. He didn't have no L's, right? Nigga's just a motherfucking alcoholic and shit, right? So, anyways, man. So I had to so we leaving the club and shit, right? This had to be about 15 years ago. Man, this is a long ass time. About 15, 16 years ago. And I forgot where I was going with this story. What did you say before that? Because it was a good story. By the way, Christopher Journet, Fred, you got H Money punch drunk. Yeah, this nigga been punch drunk. But I was making a point. I want to tell this story to make the point, but I forgot. But it'll come back to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, Fred, I know you feel like cooking, man. I know I brought that energy, but I'm just telling you, man, I bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely bring the best out of you, Fred. Yeah, I love it when you go in, you start talking that shit. But you know what? Facts are facts. Devin Haney is the WBC world champion. Mauricio Suleiman just said it. Wait, come on, let me go. You just talked about a report. We didn't hear nothing come out of Mauricio Suleiman's mouth. I got the interview right now. 30 minutes ago, you can hear it come out of his mouth. Devin Haney is the world champion. He's the world champion. Floyd Mayweather said it. Nobody respect Teofimo Lopez and that French fries belt he got. No matter what you say. Devin Haney belt is way more respectful.
Argument on the other side. It's the same argument.
What you mean? He got the Muhammad Ali belt. So Deontay Wilder belt wasn't nothing. So Earl Spence belt ain't nothing then.
No, we talking facts, right?
Yeah. So Earl Spence with the belt that Earl Spence got, so that don't mean nothing. Because Devin got that same belt.
All right, now let me respond.
Yes.
Deontay Wilder beat Bermain Stavern. Earl Spence beat a hell of a fight in Sean Porter, probably fight of the year. Devin Haney got an email.
He didn't know. Hey, Fred, don't that's
I'm not
disrespecting, bro.
him.
I'm just saying, Fred. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful. You saying email? Ain't no email. I just explained to you. Wait. Let me say he ain't getting no email. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Listen to me,
Fred. That's a lie.
Let me respond.
No email. Lomachenko vacated his belt and threw it in the trash like Riddick Bowe did against Lennox Lewis. The same thing. It happened before in the sport of boxing. So did you call Lennox Lewis an email champion when Riddick Bowe threw his belt away?
All of them.
Bro, that's not true.
Now listen.
That's not right, bro.
Disrespecting. The point I'm making is this.
He ain't no email champion. Point blank. Period.
Listen, the point I'm making is the same argument you state for Devin is the same argument you can make for Teofimo Lopez.
Hell no. Teofimo got a fucking franchise belt. He got a fake ass belt. He got a He got a knockoff belt, and you talking about that's an argument there? Ain't no argument. Ain't no legend ever had a fucking franchise belt. That shit ain't even transferable. That belt is a joke. He got the fucking fake ass belt. He the one with a fake hand-me-down knockoff belt, bro. That's who got it. That's who got it. And you said Earl Spence beat Sean Porter, my nigga. Who did Lennox Lewis beat to become a champion the first time when Riddick Bowe threw that belt in the trash? Nobody. Riddick Bowe vacated the belt and Lennox Lewis became champion. You can pull it up. It's on YouTube. YouTuber type in Lennox Lewis WBC championship. You're going to see him giving him the belt.
I'm not talking about talent. This is all.
No, it ain't about talent because when you say email, that's what Teofimo Lopez, that's what his ass say.
I'm just going to tell you.
Floyd Mayweather ain't talking about no email champion. Floyd Mayweather ain't saying no. He said Devin Haney's the real champion, no matter what.
All I'm going to do is tell the truth. If you get mad,
that's what Floyd did yesterday. That's what Floyd did yesterday.
Floyd is being disingenuous.
No, he ain't. He's the greatest fighter living. And Floyd said Devin is the true champion. So all that email shit, nah, bro. Knock that off. Knock that off.
Yeah, it's a knockoff. Both of them.
The knockoff is that French fries belt. That only two people got. That only two fighters got. That's the knockoff belt. That's what that is. Only two fighters got it. You just said only two fighters got it. What about the rest of the champions in boxing? What they got? They got the world title.
Both of them are being pimped.
Nah, Teofimo getting pimped. He the one getting pimped. He walking around talking about he undisputed champion and nobody respect it. Hey, Floyd don't respect it. Floyd, he the greatest fighter that ever lived, and he don't respect it. Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones don't respect that shit. Point blank, period.
I'll say that. That 3% that they paying, that 3% that two champions are paying, it pays the same.
Devin Haney's the real champion. Devin Haney's the real champion.
Okay, he's the real champion.
That's what Floyd said. That's what the TBE said. It's Teofimo walking around with an email belt. He the one walking around with a hand-me-down, rinky-dinky ass, knockoff, fake ass title. Only two fighters got. That wasn't even supposed to be transferable. But he's the one walking around with that, talking about he's undisputed. And Floyd sure ain't saying it. Ain't no legend saying that. Man, that dude is a clown. Why he don't fight Devin Haney next then? Talking about he moving up to 140.
No, how about you say you want the fight? Because if you calling Teofimo Lopez a fake champion,
he is.
Well, you need to talk to WBC. That's not his problem.
It is his problem. He requested that belt. He requested the franchise belt. He asked for it. and it wasn't even transferable. Yeah, exactly. And if you look at Mauricio Suleyman's interview that he just did today, he's saying Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Go to WBC.com and who they got as the champion? Devin Haney, just like Earl Spence Jr. Is it Earl Spence your favorite fighter? Is it? Did you say Earl Spence is the best fighter?
He's the best fighter right now.
Yeah. And Devin Haney is world champion on WBC.com, just like Earl Spence. Ain't no Teofimo Lopez. You don't see him nowhere with that fucking franchise rinky dinky French fries belt that only 2 fighters got. He getting pimped by the WBC. He getting played. He getting played, bruh. That's what's going on.
When I go to a restaurant, and I don't give a fuck if I ate or not. If I don't like the food or the service, I'm walking out. You gonna complain and pay the bill. That's what Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez do.
That's not what Devin do. We got the real belt. We ain't tripping.
You still don't get
Bill Haney's not tripping.
I'll let
let me tell you something, Fred. Just hear me out. Bill Haney is not tripping. But Devin Haney is happy. He's having a great time. He got the real belt. He got the Floyd Mayweather belt. Floyd Mayweather recognized him as the champion. Yeah. Every champion recognized Devin. Earl Spence got the same belt. Earl Spence recognized Devin as the champion. Earl Spence ain't walking around with no French fries belt. Are you serious?
This conversation has nothing to do with either fighter being at blame.
That email shit is off. That email shit is off. Teofimo, the one with the fake ass belt, walking around talking about he's undisputed, and Floyd Mayweather don't even recognize him as undisputed.
You just offended by the truth.
That ain't no truth.
It is the truth.
We got the Muhammad Ali belt. Ain't no truth in that. You saying how did he won the belt by email? How is that? When Riddick Bowe vacated his belt, threw it in the trash, and Lennox Lewis was given the belt. It's the same damn scenario, Fred. Keep it real.
Okay, so he was handed the belt. He was handed the belt.
He wasn't handed the belt. Lomachenko vacated and ducked him. That same guy, Lomachenko, that Teofimo Lopez is bragging about beating Devin Haney and vacated his belt. That's how Devin got the belt. The guy that he's bragging about.
It makes sense to Bill. Tell Bill to call it.
You gonna be live for a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up. I ain't
going. You gonna be up? Because I'll get him on here now.
We'll do an interview tomorrow. I'll talk to Bill tomorrow. I'll talk to him.
All I'm saying is this. Let me finish by saying this. That belt that Teofimo Lopez got is a fake title. It's a French fries belt that only 2 fighters got. It's a knockoff belt. You know what I mean? No legend has ever had it. There's never been an undisputed champion in the history of boxing with that French fries belt. Not Terrence Crawford. Bernard Hopkins never had it. None of the legends had that belt, and nobody recognized that fucking bullshit ass belt. Weak ass belt, bro. He's a fraud, bro. The man, he should be embarrassed walking around talking about he's undisputed with a French fries belt. Even Floyd Mayweather roasted his ass yesterday. Floyd roasted his ass. Cooked his ass.
Floyd, I don't give a fuck what.
Yeah, Floyd, he's the best fighter ever. You should.
Fuck what Leonard say. I don't care what Bob Arum say. I don't give a fuck what none of them say. If you have no representation, you're being pimped. And you know what that was?
Hey, listen, man. Slavery. Terrence Bailey Sr., much respect to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Fred, all I'm saying is the man that Teofimo Lopez is bragging about beating, that's the same guy that ducked Devin Haney. And that's how, let me finish, Fred. Let me finish.
Yeah,
the man Teofimo Lopez is bragging about beating is the one that vacated his belt, Lomachenko, and ducked Devin Haney. And that's how Devin Haney became champion. You bragging about beating that guy so much, and that's the man that ducked Devin. And Teofimo ducked Devin in the WBC tournament, and Teofimo ducking Devin Haney right now, wanting to move up to 140, talking about fighting Ryan Garcia, he's trying to cherry pick Ryan Garcia. Bob Arum saying black fighters don't sell, so we want to fight Ryan Garcia, disrespecting black fighters, even though Floyd Mayweather is the biggest name in the history of boxing with the biggest pay-per-views, sold the most tickets, generated the most money. But you disrespecting black fighters, Bob Arum, the way you've been doing your whole career. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be real about it. Teofimo Lopez, he struggled against Nakatani. He got exposed as a flat-footed fighter against Nakatani. Teofimo Lopez, he struggled against Lomachenko. Andre Ward had that fight as a draw. He's ducking Devin Haney. He's ready to run to 140, man. He's ready to run. Yeah, Lopez, man. Lopez. And his dad better keep that N-word out of his mouth. Straight up. Yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Fred. Much love. Great debate with you, man. I hope you chop this one up and put this video out there.
I will. Just
Much
for you.
love to you, bro. Great debate. Hey, Fred, I seen you comment on my freestyle on Reggie Owens. You said it was fire. You feel me? I won it.
That was dope.
I won, bro. You know what I'm saying? I won it. I'm the champ right now, bro. I'm the champ, bro. Appreciate it. Much love to you, bro.
Dog. All the time.
All right, peace, bro.
Yep. All the time. Terrence Bailey. We just had a presidential debate. I put it in the title though. So I'll let me read you. But it did halt the momentum. We know what we getting when we get when we get motherfucking H Money in the motherfucking shop. Y'all already know what we getting. Okay, we just had a presidential debate. The subject tonight is Black America. None of this preserves our rights as Black men and women. Okay, let me open up the phone lines again. And I'll close this conversation and saying, and you guys are more than welcome to respond to it. I know Terrence Bailey, my man, he's one of my main men. I know he want to stay on the politics. I got all night, so I don't give a fuck. I only need to sleep 4 hours. I'm running in the morning now because it's cool now in the morning and shit. It's like 68, 70 degrees in the morning. So it's good weather to run in the morning. And until the fighters step up, dog, I mean, we got to call a spade, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into going around the corner. I'm not into taking 14 freeways to get to a destination. That's not my swag. You know what I mean? If I'm going to Ford, I'm taking the 10 freeway. I don't want to hear, hey, nigga, if you take the 66 to the 15 to the 60 to the 87 to the 94, nah, nigga, I'm just going straight. I'm just going on the 10 freeway. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? The quickest to anywhere is straight, okay? And in order for us to get to after this phone call.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real nigga celebration.
Quick call back in.
Yeah, what's up?
This is crazy, man. I you sitting there trying to explain to H Money what's going on, and he's definitely not listening to nothing.
No, he's not listening, and that's just it's cool.
You don't see that Devin Haney is being frozen. They freezing him out. Like you don't see that. You don't see they don't respect them. That the WBC, Maurice Solomon and them don't respect him at all. He don't see the disrespect that's going on to him. He don't see that T.O. is hot right now. That he's the man for right now. Like I don't get it. I don't get why he don't see his man is being fucked over. I don't see why he don't get that, man. You try to explain this to this man every night that he's being fucked over. He said that T.O. Film asked for the franchise belt so he can duck Haney. Okay, if they gave it to him, then what did that tell you once again? If that's the case. Come on, man. They not checking for Devin Haney. That's what they saying. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Don't nobody believe that? Golly, man. All right. Thank you, Fred.
All the time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Fighting the wrong war. Until the fighters step up, they ain't gonna get the respect. The belts need to be chasing the fighters. The fighters are chasing the belts. WBC don't respect Gary Russell, Deontay Wilder. I just did a video on this shit, dog, last Wednesday. They don't respect Deontay Wilder, Devin Haney, Gary Russell. Why is that so hard to understand? You know what I mean? That's just facts. How long? And excuse me, Jamal Charlo. How long do Jamal Charlo got this nigga Jamal Charlo had the same problem Devin Haney got. The nigga woke up with the belt.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. This is a real nigga celebration.
I was in New York. Give me a sec. I was in New York when the nigga woke up with the belt. The nigga just woke up. I think, dude, I was the one who told him. I swear to God, I was the one who told Jamal Charlo he's the world champion, dog. Swear to God. I told him. He didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I told him. We was in New York or Texas, or we were somewhere promoting the fight. I mean, we was somewhere at a fight. The nigga didn't even know. Swear to God. He was lost in the sauce. Anyway, what's up, man? Who this be? 651.
B&B.
Oh, what's up, man? What you got?
Jamel Charlo is the number one pound for pound fighter in the any weight class.
Okay.
He's 100.
Okay.
He look, see, y'all ain't think about it though.
We ain't talking about Jamel Charlo tonight.
All right, what are we talking about? Teofimo?
Nah,
No. Them niggas? Oh, Lomachenko, the failed champion, the champagne champion that you want to toast up and post something about. I watched the fight about like 5 times, so I can guarantee you Teofimo beat the shit out of that nigga.
Mm-hmm. He won. The right man won the fight.
Yeah, he won. Every time I watch it, he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He showed up, and then 10 is questionable, and then he won 12. Hey, if I'm wrong, then somebody check me. If you trying to save somebody out of the fight, look. I'm gonna guarantee you one thing that I would not do ever in life. I would not save my children out of the fight. I'll save them out of the fight just to jump in and beat them up by the refs.
All my life, I had to fight.
You hear me? This is what happened with the boy. Cause see, the ultimate thing about the whole fight is that Lomachenko found himself a boy. He a boy. You know, because he couldn't figure out how to see. This is what look, if I'm not gonna lie to you, I talked about it a little bit in my own videos that I did by myself. He had to figure out a couple things. He already been beat. He been beat about a year and a half ago. I wish I would have bet money on it. I didn't want to because I just wanted to let the young boys shine, and I want to let the young new boys shine to bring into whether or not now we got a difficult thing with the WBC and the championship that the young boy just had. So it's a difficult thing to talk about, and I don't want to talk about it. It's difficult, you know, franchise champion. Man, Devin Haney got that thing. You know, I don't like Devin Haney and his father and the way that they've been moving, but I understand the promotional thing to to propel his son forward. I respect that. I understand now after this fight why his son wants that fight. And I want Teofimo and Devin Haney to solidify
the
WBC franchise
I wouldn't even
championship.
I wouldn't even allow the WBC to sanction that fight. WBC is straight pimping.
Yeah, I know that they pimping. I want Teofimo, if he believes that he's the best after beating Lomachenko, to fight Devin Haney to take his championship and erase it from the community of life.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying, Fred?
I feel you.
So it must happen. And I know it's not. And so that makes me sad.
Yeah.
So,
definitely dark.
Either
Definitely
way,
dark.
I think I really think in the real sense of the word that
All right.
the WBC should be boycotted. I thought about it. It should be not anything that any Negro that calls himself a Negro, because every Negro fighter always go there, whether they call themselves Puerto Rican or Cuban or anything else. And that's the way Negroes go.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck them. So, give them your championships.
Facts.
But that's my business, and
Appreciate you,
I
big
hold
homie.
to it. You know what I'm saying? But I wish all the fighters the best.
As we should.
You know, they deserve the best. And look, even though I hate on Haney,
They doing their job.
Haney.
The Haney's doing their job. They out here
Yeah,
promoting.
no. You ain't know that I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just made a wrong turn
Hot
somewhere, and I ain't gonna tell nobody how they made their wrong turn.
Mm-hmm. Man, they out here getting it. They out here getting it, man. They a one-man army.
Yeah,
Two-man army.
but it don't mean whether or not they're getting it.
Mm-hmm.
They just gotta understand one thing, and they shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
They shortcutted themselves in the money.
Okay.
And they thought.
How about the gold and the honey?
They found the coals and the honey trying to find Floyd, and then they ain't gonna ever find Floyd.
Gotcha. Then get off my line.
That's
man.
it.
Appreciate you.
They gonna drown in that shit.
All right, now get off my line.
Fuck you.
Peace. Hey, I'm gonna read you the article. I'm gonna read you the article from the WBC. I'm gonna read this to you. Okay, this is matter of fact, because let me I'm gonna put it on the screen. How about we do that? Because it's that important. So let's 1 second. I gotta 1 second. Let me do it like this first. Because this is important. Hopefully it's big enough. One second, guys. See, this is when you produce your own show. Okay. Okay, good. It's big enough. Okay, good. Let me do it like this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share the screen. Where the fuck is it? Oh, right here. Okay, good. All right. Now let me clear the screen, and that way everybody can read this shit. And y'all gonna call them. I don't feel like lying to these fighters and shit. That's the one thing I don't want to do is say, man, Fred just be gassing niggas. And we got to give a shout out to the birthday boy, man, or the birthday king, Deontay Wilder, man. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, Deontay Wilder, man. It's his birthday today, October 27th. Happy birthday, king, for sure, for sure. All right. Suleiman Lomachenko is a WBC lightweight champion. Okay, man. All right, we're just gonna put this shit to bed, H Money. Okay. This is Mauricio Suleiman's words. October 12th. When was the fight? October 17th. Okay. What's today's date? October 22nd. Okay. An undisputed lightweight champion will be crowned this weekend. That is the official stance taken by the WBC, confirming that its reigning 130-pound titleist Devin Haney will not factor into the equation. I repeat, confirming that the reigning 135-pound titleist Devin Haney will not factor into the equation. Instead, okay, let me go back and say this shit again, okay? Because I don't think I'm making sense. I don't think I'm making sense at all. That it's reigning 130-pound titleist Devin Haney will not factor into the equation. That means fuck you, Devin Haney. You're a piece of shit. That belt ain't really what it is. Now give me my motherfucking 3% and you shut the fuck up. That's what basically what it's saying, okay? Because they use the word instead. Instead, this white man from what's that? What that nigga from? Wherever that nigga from, who cares? All right, Vasyl Lomachenko, the WBA and WBO belts, along with designation as a WBC franchise champion, remains the sanctioning body as recognized true champion heading into the highly anticipated showdown with IBF titleist Teofimo Lopez 15-0 this Saturday live on ESPN from the bubble at the MGM Grand Las Vegas. The end. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's just call a spade a spade. And the same thing can be said about Jamal Charlo. They did the same thing to Jamal Charlo. It's not their fault. But if Teofimo Lopez, Canelo, Jamal Charlo, and Devin Haney gonna allow it to happen, what more can I say? I'm not being pimped. I'm just not happening. I'm not gonna do it. That's why I don't have nobody's credentials. It's basically extortion. Yes. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ask Jamal Charlo for $20. I'm gonna see what he says. I'm gonna see what Jamal Charlo say. I'm just gonna randomly the next night. I'm just my next interview with Jamal Charlo sometime next year, next summer, if things haven't changed on camera. I'm gonna say, Jamal, let me borrow 20. No, Jamal, let me have $5. That nigga gonna look at me like I'm crazy. He gonna look at me like I'm crazy. No, you can't dispute this, H Money. No, it's no reason for you to dispute it. Because you're going to sound even more crazier, okay? Save yourself. Save your time. Don't come in here and dispute it. Don't come in here and dispute it, okay? You're going to sound crazy, okay?
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration.
What's up?
Go ahead, real quick, man. I think what you just said went over a lot of people's head. I think you're going to have to break that down one more time for these folks.
Okay.
Because I know for a fact that a lot of people are infatuated with belts and championships. Mm-hmm. And when we go to work every day, we don't care nothing about no awards, titles, or if we got our own personal jobs. We care about money. Mm-hmm. And like you said, these niggas are giving up money for nothing. What are you getting it for? What you giving it up to get what? Nothing. That's my call, Fred. I think you just need to break that down real slow for some of these people who still trying to argue about who's the best and pound for pound. That's like when you ever go to the racetrack, Fred, on the weekend?
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
You see how long it takes them to do a race? They argue for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, for 10 seconds. Yeah. God damn. Like my first time at the track, I'm like, why am I here?
Of course, be out there arguing. It's the same emotional nonsense. Like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah. Oh, you want to
laugh? Same thing.
Give him a rebuttal. Facts.
Same thing.
All right.
But I'm gonna jump off the line. I just think you need to repeat that one more time for the people who didn't catch it, because these fools still arguing about belts. And my last point would be, look at AB. He don't need no damn belt. He make plenty of money. People gonna show up because he authentic. He's keeping all his damn money too.
Who's that?
Adrian Boner.
Oh, Adrian. Facts.
He keep all his damn money when he show up, and we gonna pay to see him. Like him, not like him, whatever the hell issue you got. He himself has made himself marketable. He has made himself the commodity, not the belt. Fuck the belt. The belt ain't shit. You make the belt. The belt don't make you.
Right. Couldn't agree with you more. Boom.
All right, Fred. That's my call, man. I'm out.
One. Yeah, man. So that's where we're at. Yeah, I want the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, I got to go talk to the WBC. Yeah, if y'all don't want to talk to the WBC, fuck it. I mean, you got a platform. The fans going to love you. The fans you ready, TB? The fans going to respect you, man. You know? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Welcome to the show.
Nigga been working out. You been working out, huh?
Man, I'm always working out, man. But Bill Haney gave me some real good stuff, man. So I've been trying it out, man. I'm getting some. The pumps are different. But
Yeah.
hey, I just came back on to say this. If you remember, when I was talking to Sergeant Dorsey, and I asked her about would it be worth it to try to bring the community together with law enforcement and all that kind of stuff, if you remember. But anyway, that forum is going to happen on Monday.
Okay.
This upcoming Monday, at what's that? That's the 26th of October at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So what you want us to do? Tell us what you want us to do.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
It'll be live streamed on Facebook on BAM Boys Facebook page. BAM stands for Building African American Minds.
So if you send it to me, I'll put it in my community page. All
okay.
Right? Remind me.
So the people that are involved is the Lieutenant Governor for the state of Maryland, Congressman Andy Harris's office, Congressman Chris Van Hollen, the sheriff of the county, the chief, all the chief of police for the entire county are going to be present, along with state delegates or whatnot, and then it'll be the youth of the county, and we're going to address the Breonna Taylor issue. We're going to address George Floyd. We're going to address COVID. We're going to address. There's a Confederate statue there. It's the last Confederate statue in the state that the county has refused to remove. That sits next to a Frederick Douglass statue. We're going to address a whole lot of things along with moving forward. So I encourage everybody to watch the live feed.
Tap in with me on Monday.
All right, and
tap in with me on the DM, and I'll repost it.
Yeah, and I encourage everybody. I encourage brothers in their community to do the same thing. In their community, get with your local sheriff department, and then reach out to your elected officials and get everybody involved or whatever. We're doing this as kind of like a rush. I'm doing this as kind of like a rush job to try to get ahead of the election in case the election creates some other BS. People like, oh no, Trump got screwed over, and then they want to act stupid because down here where I live at, this is Trump country. You know what I'm saying? I live on Eastern Shore of Maryland, so this is Trump country. Yeah, I live in the sticks. You see the Georgia pine on the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? That's Georgia pine. This house, I live in a historic house. Matter of fact, this house when I bought this house is
you're in a craftsman. You got a craftsman home.
Everything is Roman numeral and notched. If you know what that means. They didn't have when they built this house, they didn't have like the power tools and all that kind of stuff. The house was moved from a sawmill to this location, and it was disassembled and reassembled. So it was all the pieces were Roman numeral. Like this goes here, this goes there, or whatever. They didn't have, you know what I'm saying, like the power saws and all that kind of stuff. So this is a hand built home.
Yeah.
So, all right, Fred. That's all I wanted. Peace.
Oh shit. Go ahead. How you gonna? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You know what I'm gonna say? That article was full of cap right there. You know, we didn't hear anything come out of his mouth. That was a report. That report was some bullshit. Fred, I just sent you the interview to your phone right now. I know you liked it, the video that I sent you, but I sent you the actual video of what the man said. You got to go by what you hear a man say, not by a report that a reporter just made up some bullshit and put it in the paper. That's what I'm telling you. The report, the video is there, actual audio of what Mauricio Suleiman is saying about the situation. He says Devin Haney is the WBC champion. We can't go by a report that somebody wrote down, wrote a whole bunch of bullshit on a piece of paper, Fred. That article was some cap, and that's all I'm saying, bro. You got the interview with the real, with the real thing. What Mauricio Suleiman said from himself on video. I got it. For me, if somebody came to me with a report, Fred said this, H Money. Fred said this. I'm not going to listen to no bullshit like that. You got to give me some video of what Fred is saying. Then it holds accountability. Then I'm going to take it serious. You feel me? Yeah. You got to show me something on video nowadays, Fred. Niggas will write anything on a piece of paper. I'm not going to believe it. Teofimo Lopez bragging about beating Lomachenko, but Lomachenko is the one that ducked Devin Haney, and that's how Devin Haney got the belt. So you bragging about beating a man that ducked Devin, and now you ducking Devin. All of these fighters from Top Rank ducking Devin Haney, though, right? Real talk, man. Let's just make that fight happen next. Point blank, period. Let's settle it like that, and let's find out who's the real champion. Let's find out who's the real champion, who's the better fighter. Let's set it up next. I don't want to hear nothing about Teofimo Lopez running to 140 pounds. I don't want to hear shit about Teofimo Lopez trying to fight Ryan Garcia, who don't even got a belt. Ryan Garcia, who's complaining about money to Golden Boy Promotions, who ain't bringing in no money. Devin, who's been making millions. Let's make that fight happen for all the belts then. So it leave no doubt. We willing to fight about this. We willing to get in the ring and settle it in the ring. How about that? What you think about that then? Let's.
I'm all for settling in the ring, but the fact that we're disputing the belts right now is just redundant. It's just redundant. The fight is over. Mauricio Suleiman is going to say whatever he wants because Devin Haney has a fight next. Last week, Teofimo Lopez had a fight. He told you, he showed you who he was. Believe him. You know what I mean? Mauricio Suleiman don't have a backbone, man. He ain't got no character. The nigga's a used car salesman, and you motherfucking buying a car with 184,000 miles on it for $84,000. That's it. He's spineless. Mauricio Suleiman don't give a damn about the sport of boxing, man. If he cared, he would have one belt, and he would walk around with dignity and respect. The motherfucker walks around like an overweight man with that sweats gravy and shit. You know what I mean? That's who he is. You know, it ain't, man. This man is a fraud. This man is a celebrity. He's a fraud. You know, he's a straight fraud.
Fred, Teofimo Lopez, man, after only 16 fights now, walking around with a franchise belt.
You gotta respect everything Teofimo Lopez. You can't blame him.
That's a joke. That's a joke. After only 16 fights, considered a franchise champion. I thought you got to be prestige. You got to be a fighter who achieved so many great things. So 16 fights.
So why don't you spend this energy and go on a WBC live when they go live and complain to them about the shit? They're gonna go live tomorrow. They're gonna go live.
I don't have to do that because we have the real belt. There's only 2 franchise champions in the sport of boxing. There's only 2 franchise champions in the sport of boxing. We got what all the fighters got. We got the belt that Earl Spence got. When Devin Haney got into boxing, he wanted to be a WBC champion like Deontay Wilder was. That's when he wanted to be a WBC champion like Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, who recognized Devin as the real champion. And that's what we all know already.
Floyd ain't got the power. Floyd ain't got the power. It's like someone that lives across the street from you that say, yeah, man, I don't know. It's just
Fred. Nobody respects that franchise belt that Teofimo Lopez got. Nobody. None of the legends. Not Floyd Mayweather. Nobody respects that belt that he got.
And there's people that don't respect Devin Haney's belt.
Yes, Floyd does. Floyd does, and that's all that matters. When the legends, when Hall of Famers, the greatest fighter that ever lived, respects the belt that you got, and that's why we got into the sport. The legends. Roy Jones respect the belt that Devin got.
You're personalizing this.
I'm not trying to.
And making Teofimo Lopez the devil. Mauricio Suleiman.
He is. I mean, I'm not saying, look, he's the one that been cloud chasing Devin Haney for years. He's the one that been lying and capping, saying he sent Devin Haney offers when he never did. He's the one that's been lying, saying he beat up Devin in a sparring match. And when Devin seen him in a fight, when Devin walked up on him, he changed his energy.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I know. It was your video that I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, the man has been lying and capping, and he don't want to get in the ring.
No one is challenging Devin Haney's talent. No one. We still got to see it now. We still got to see what I believe he's going to become.
We see it every day.
No, I'm listen. We still got to see it now. I think he's going to look like a superstar against what's that nigga name he's fighting?
Gamboa.
Gamboa. He's going to look like a superstar against Gamboa. I'm talking about the business of boxing. Now you can keep on ducking and sucking and doing whatever the fuck you want to do, but you got to go right at Mauricio Sulaiman. Right at. He's gonna be at the fight November 7th. You show up to the fight November 7th, have your camera hot, and ask him about the WBC belt.
You said ducking and sucking. We don't do no sucking. We don't do no sucking, my nigga. Yeah, real talk. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is this, Fred. Teofimo Lopez needs to fight Devin Haney next. We don't want to hear nothing about Teofimo Lopez running to 140 pounds and trying to avoid Devin Haney. Devin called them out. Devin said 2021, let's make it happen. In a post-fight press conference, Teofimo Lopez said he'll fight Devin Haney next. But now he's talking about moving to 140. And Bob Arum said they want to fight Ryan Garcia.
God,
yeah, he don't. It's all good, man. We putting pressure on Teofimo Lopez to get in that ring. Nigga ain't undisputed. Nobody.
Let me tell you something. For real, Teofimo Lopez ain't got no pressure to fight y'all. None. Zero.
Yes, he does. That's why he keep doing interviews talking about Devin Haney. If it was no pressure, he wouldn't be talking about it. If it was no pressure, Floyd Mayweather would have never said anything about it. Why every time he do an interview? Why every time he do an interview, they asking him about Devin Haney?
The nigga got options. The nigga
ain't got no options, bro. If he does something else, that's ducking. And shout outs to Fanon doing a great job calling out Teofimo Lopez for ducking Devin right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to IKTV.
He changed the tune on Devin.
Oh yeah, Fanon calling out Teofimo Lopez for ducking. So it is pressure on him. That's why, Fred, every time he does an interview, they ask him about Devin Haney. Mauricio Sulaiman just did an interview. They asking him about Devin Haney. So it is a lot of pressure on him. The pressure, like you were saying, the pressure's on Gary Russell. Yeah, the pressure's on Teofimo Lopez right now. The ball is in his court because Devin is calling him out, and he's talking about moving to 140.
Mauricio Sulaiman, the next time you see, go subscribe to the WBC's Instagram page. They're going to go live. Go subscribe, put the notifications on their YouTube channel. They're going to go live, and you ask the questions. Hit him on Twitter. He'll respond. You know, it's
Fred.
Cross.
Teofimo Lopez needs to be the one trying to reach Mauricio Sulaiman because he thinking that he's undisputed with a belt that nobody has ever been undisputed with before in the history of boxing. There's never been an undisputed champion in the history of boxing who had a French fries belt. There's only been 2 French fries champions in the history of boxing.
I got you.
So he the one looking like a damn fool. He's the one. Yeah, he should be embarrassed, bro. You know what I mean? He should be ashamed walking around with a franchise belt, and even the legends, Floyd Mayweather, saying, bro, you ain't no undisputed champion. How does that make him feel as a young champion when Floyd saying you ain't shit, the greatest fighter that ever lived? Look like a damn fool out here in these streets, man. Walking around with a French fries belt that nobody respects. Yeah, nobody respect his belt, bro. Devin got the belt that Earl Spence got, Jamel Charlo, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, every champion. Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins. That's what we got into the sport for that belt right there. The belt that Marvin Hagler had. The belt that Winky Wright had. The belt that all the great champions had. Instead of this weak-ass French fries belt that nobody ever had, bro. No legends. Nobody recognized it, bro. Not even Floyd, so the pressure is on him. When Floyd said that, it put more pressure on him. When Fanon made that video, more pressure on him. Yeah, so Fred, the pressure is on him. That's why every time he do an interview, he got to mention Devin Haney's name. The man, they didn't even ask him about Devin Haney. He the one that said Devin Haney's name because he know the pressure is on no matter what you say. I know you cool with Bob Arum. That's cool. You know what I mean? But his fighter's not undisputed. That's for damn sure. He got to fight Devin Haney if that's what he want. You know what I'm saying? If he want to be the champion. But
I appreciate you.
Watch that video I sent you.
I will.
It's Haney time. Haney. Oh God, we in here.
Appreciate you. That is a misappropriation of energy. You need to go talk to Mauricio Suleiman, and I'll gladly do it with you. Go talk to Mauricio Suleiman. Let me open up these phone lines real quick, then I'll get down to the beam, man. All right. Yeah, man. It's get the phone lines open, then I'll go to a beam in. We'll go back and forth. Fred, tell Steve A. Smith suck good night. Yeah, that's. I mean, he's a Devin Haney. That's his dude. Devin Haney. That's his dude. And I appreciate the comments earlier, Rakeem. Thank you. Yeah, it's the world we live in. You know, WBC laughing. Last week, man, they just out here pimping, man. He said that kid is yeah. Tiafimo's that dude right now, man. There's nothing y'all can. Man, he is, man. 3 million people watched the fight. We're still talking about it on a Thursday when there's fights on Saturday. Tank has a fight next Saturday. You know, pay-per-view fight, and we're talking about Teofimo Lopez. The nigga's hot as fish grease, man. The nigga's hot. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this is not an attack on Devin Haney or his talent on what we think he has the potential to become. It's none of that. But I'm not giving a nigga 3% of my money. I'm arguing over $200 for being for owning a gun. I don't like giving away money, man. I'm not cut from that cloth. Well, it's just $5. Just $5. Shit. Shit, I'm 43. That means it took 43 years for me to pay $5. That it just is what it is. You know, so I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess no one wants to call in. So all right, we'll go to the beat, man. I got you. You ready? You need a minute? All right. All right. You ready? Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You ready? All right. What's up?
You know, this B&B.
Yeah.
So, your boy lost, and you know what I'm saying. It's a great thing for Haney to do right now. It's a great
What's that?
opportunity. Whether or not his promotional company can pay for the fight.
For who to fight who?
Teofimo.
Oh yeah, he would have to. Let me.
I think he has to. I think that they should pay for the fight. I think they should give him 60 or 75-40, somewhere around there for him to take them titles. I think that he has enough talent to do it.
Man, Devin's a hell of a boxer, man. Man, we're not gonna sit here and lie on this channel. That's one thing we ain't gonna do.
It's just money.
Yeah, it's just money, but you got to get
It's
the money
for the long run.
I mean, he's not gonna be the favorite. He's not gonna be the favorite in that fight. And I thank God I get to make my decision after.
No, he not gonna be the favorite.
No, he ain't gonna be the favorite. But I would bet on him.
You know,
I would bet
he's
on.
not the favorite though.
I would bet on him. No, he wouldn't. He's not gonna be the Vegas. Not gonna have him the favorite against Teofimo. Definitely not.
What would you think in that fight between Teofimo and Devin Haney? What would you think?
If Devin fights, if Devin fights going forward, I think he'll beat him.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Devin don't shell up and be a counterpuncher, yeah.
Cause he gonna fight long. Cause he ain't been pressured before. When The pressure start. This is the sad
It's a
part
good fight.
about.
It's a good fight.
No. Hold up. Let me just take this phone off this thing. Tell you the truth. Most of these new fighters.
Hey, is the VIP room behind that curtain?
I hope so.
Shit, where the strip clubs at, man? Shit, man. God damn, man. I need some
Nigga,
tiger.
I ain't gotta find no hoes. I
I
got
need
a
some
hole.
tiger stripes in my life right now.
I ain't got no hoes. I ain't
Anybody know
got
where I
no
get
hoes.
some tiger stripes at? Shit.
I'm lying to you. I'm lying to you like a motherfucker. I ain't got no hoes.
Hey, the older you get, the more you like tiger stripes and shit. You know what I mean? On the app.
Yeah, this is just strike, tiger strikes and be like, tiger strikes is like you busting a nut and just being like, busting nuts, tiger stripes. Go sleep. We need to do it. But I don't think in what has been talked about with Tiafimo since he dethroned White Jesus, and White Jesus in the upper room talking to his God. He up there talking about it and be like, how the hell did I lose? He died on Saturday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? He just died. He died like a motherfucker. He died on Saturday, and he ain't gonna never come back unless he decided to come back. This nigga actually deciding to quit boxing. I don't want to talk about that nigga no more. I want to talk about what Tiafimo gonna do with the 3 titles he got. He ain't got 4. He got 3. My bad. I thought y'all look. I don't like Devin Haney. I don't believe in him at all.
Yep, right to
Yeah.
that.
Look. It's the same reason why I didn't believe in Terrence Crawford in 2015, 2014. And nigga, I just did not find the community to talk about whether or not I wanted to believe in this motherfucker. It ain't my fault.
Did I do that?
Think, huh?
Nothing, nigga. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I ain't believe him. When he beat Hank Lungley and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then when he started beating motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I need to look at him because I think he's special. Because you know what I'm saying? Not everybody got privileged cable, but I got privileged cable here, so I can watch everything y'all niggas do. So I can just sit
Nigga,
back.
hurry up, nigga. What you hurry up?
Who gonna win?
The Devin and Teal?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have that conversation November 8th. I think that's a great conversation to have November 8th.
I think we should have it right now. I would just want to get it out.
I think November 8th is a better time to have. November 9th, we'll have that conversation. No, yeah.
November 9th.
November 8th.
See how he do it with the old boy?
Who?
I think the old boy is his first step up fight.
That'd be a great conversation. I think that's
honestly
a great conversation. November 8th.
I just hope that he ain't too late for it though. But I think from what I seen by T.O. and fighting the so-called magical man, what they call him? What's the mystical dude that they call in Europe? That's the dude Loma was. What's his name?
Luke Campbell.
No, the mystical dude in they forest and shit.
Mm-hmm. The Loch Ness monster.
No, it's not him.
Bigfoot.
No, it's not him.
Okay.
Somebody got to give it to me in the chat. What's his name?
Nigga, we don't know who you talking about.
All right.
Yeah, November
30th. Merlin. They thought he was Merlin.
Oh.
All right, I found it because y'all niggas wasn't listening. That's Merlin. They thought motherfucking the white boy was Merlin. He was doing some magical shit. He said he beat all niggas and he was just being all practical on y'all.
Nigga, I'm getting off the phone with you. November 35th. We'll talk about it. All right.
All right. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Fred.
Yes.
After November 7th,
November 35th. We'll talk about it.
November 35th.
Uh-huh.
You sure?
Yeah, November 35th. I promise.
All right. After the fights. All right, 2 fights.
When we gonna have this conversation again?
All right, we got 3 fights. We got Devin Haney fight. We got Eric Spence fight.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Javante Davis fight, right?
November what? We talking about this?
We're going to have to talk about it on the 30th.
The 35th.
35th?
Mm-hmm. 35th.
All right. The 3 picks that you're going to pick out of every one of them fights. Okay. Just give them to me now.
Devin, Tank, Earl. And then we also got what's called December 5th in the daytime. We got Ryan Garcia. So no, December 6th, we go do our powerful.
Does Tank, does Devin's, hold up, my bad. Does Tank win mean anything though? That's what I'm
gonna beat the shit out of Leo.
Does Devin's win mean anything?
It means a whole lot.
What does it mean? I just want to know.
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow. Make sure you in the show tomorrow. It's a real nigga. It's a real nigga.
Devin's win mean anything?
What tomorrow is?
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation.
It's a real nigga celebration. It's a real nigga celebration tomorrow night. You better be here. All right.
All right. Tank already stepped foot on that nigga and made him break ankle.
Celebration. What'd you say?
I said Tank already made him break an ankle.
Anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration.
My bad. What'd you say?
Tank already made him break an ankle.
Played like Moses.
I got you. Peace, nigga.
So we'll see.
Get off my line, nigga. Niggas trying to call in.
Man, fuck you.
Peace, nigga. Peace. Oh man, go ahead and call it. We had a couple calls that called in. We had a couple. Let me get them. Let's get them through. Then we get the fuck off this. I done took up today. It was a good show. It was a good show. Yeah, man. WBC is pimping all over the world. And it's not the fighter's fault. It's not the fighter's fault that the WBC is creating all these rules on the fly. Oh, it's not transferable. Loma gets to have this shit for his whole life. He becomes an ambassador of the WBC and all this shit. And come on, man. I ain't falling for that shit. Nah, you ain't about to get me. You ain't about to get me on that shit.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration.
What's up?
What's up, baby? This Bobby, bro.
Hey, I know what's popping.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed the show.
Oh, that's love.
yeah, especially with me being on one side of it, it's too many belts, bro. It's too many
It
belts.
is, dog.
It's too many belts because we on the side where, so we had to sit and watch everybody fight on the Charlo card. You know, it was 3 122 pounders and I believe one 118 pounder, but we're not going down there far because at that point he cut into muscle. But it's like, man, like who Figueroa, because we're ranked with the WBA. Figueroa is ranked. No, Figueroa has the regular, and Nagmadaliev has the super. But being on this side of the boxing, we don't want the, like you said, you don't want the JV belt. We want the real belt because you're going to get discredited by the boxing community. But it's only beneficial when their fighter has it. When I say their fighter, like a specific trainer, it's okay when their fighter has a JV belt, but when your fighter wins a JV belt, that's not the real title. So
You're right. You're right.
It's
You're
just,
right.
yeah, it's too much. It's too much. And then this sanction, I never understood why these sanction bodies don't rank, like why one fighter is only in one when he should be in all 4. I just don't understand that. I just really don't understand that. We're only in the WBA, but there are 3 other sanctioning bodies, and I'm more than likely sure my guy can beat the top 5. So I don't understand. I just don't understand these sanctioning bodies, and that's what's killing the sport. And as much as I hate, I just really don't want to say it, but that's why I love the model of the UFC. Is one sanctioning body and it's 2 belts, but the interim belt, you know, some guys really don't like it. It's like specifically Gaethje. I watched the little clip yesterday. They handed him before the face off. They handed him the interim belt. He threw it. He said, "I don't want that. You know, I don't want that. I want the real belt." So
wow.
If boxing can have that model, which I think we never will, because you know everybody wants the money, boxing to be that much more stronger. Be
way better.
But, oh man, I'm telling you, one belt. Oh god, everybody would, if every one belt would make it so much easier because everybody has to fight everybody to get that one belt, and then it'll have more value. Right there, it'll have more value.
Now you
But
have
that's me coming from the other side. You know, that's one thing to see it as a fan, because you know people do like gold, people like to see metal, but on the other side, it's like, damn, dog, like which one we gonna fight? We gonna fight the super or the regular, or is the regular gonna give it up because he hasn't fought? It's too much. It's just too much, bro. It's too much.
You ain't saying nothing but the truth.
Yes, it's difficult, but how you feel? What's your picks for these fights coming up?
I got Devin, Tank, Earl.
Okay.
The hardest fight for me to pick is Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. That's the hard fight for me to pick.
Well, people fail to realize Luke Campbell is a gold medalist.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like the amateur transition. They're like, oh, that was amateur, but that amateur basis it really carries over. You just have to slow it down in the pro level. Because I never was good at training amateurs. I trained more of a pro style. You know, systematically, you know, pinpoint precision, you know, at a slower pace because you got 12 rounds. You don't have 3. So, but I have one of the dudes that spar, one of the young men that spar Raiz is in Ryan Garcia's camp, and his father he doesn't lie. He doesn't keep. You know, he don't sugarcoat nothing. He say Ryan is nice, and his son is nice. You know, just his DJ Zamora is his name. Look out for him. He just turned pro. He's young though, so I think all his fights are in Mexico because he's 17. But he's nasty, and he's in Garcia's camp. So I hear he's the real deal. But the only fight I'm nervous about, and last time I was on the show, you know, I showed my Errol Spence fight my Errol Spence shirt is Errol Spence fight because you know. I know he's been to, you know, the top doctors and everything, but you just never know.
You're right.
I know he didn't break nothing, but you know, I was in the motorcycle. You know my story. I was in a motorcycle accident, but I broke stuff. But when you hit the ground at that much velocity, that impact is a detriment to the body because you know we 75% water, so you don't. It's one thing to spar, and then it's one thing to put the 8 ounces on with no headgear and no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm still picking Errol, but I'm just kind of, you know, I just don't know what it's gonna be like on fight night, you know, to be thrown out of a car that hard, you know. As far as I saw Tank spar in person, Tank is that guy money wise at that weight class. He may not have all the belts like Tio, but Tank is that guy, and he's entertaining. I can tell you that much. He's entertaining.
He looked good. He looked good in sparring. He looked good.
Yeah, he's ferocious. He's very. You can feel his presence. See
Yeah,
that? And
I know
that's,
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's what makes stars in boxing or in combat sports in general is when you can feel their presence. I mean, as soon as he gets in the ring, it's like this aura. Like, you know, he kind of put. I don't like to compare fighters, but he kind of puts me. I get the same feeling I got with Mike Tyson with Tank. Yeah, he's just so he's just his intensity and his ferocity, you know. And that was early though. That was early in camp, so he's probably looking way better now. Not saying he was that thin, but he's probably looking way better now. So, but I do believe that T.O. should fight Devin because the true boxing heads and you know the real boxing society only identifies with the 135 WBC belt. That franchise stuff is new.
Right.
So yeah. But I just wanted to get that off my mind.
I appreciate
There's too many belts. Be on the coaching side.
I appreciate you, Bob. I appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
All the time, dog.
All right, later.
All right, one. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got too many fucking belts, man. DB, where you at, mate? Call me now. This was a good show, man. Y'all sucked all the energy out of me today. Every fucking phone call, every fucking comment. I had to be on motherfucking attentive, nigga. I couldn't take a break this show. Y'all niggas came with all this energy. Damn. It was a good show. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, man. I'm exhausted. And I was kind of emotional too. I had a 30-minute conversation with Troy earlier today. And you guys gonna meet Charles tomorrow. You know what I mean? Duke Tanner, y'all gonna meet him tomorrow. Man, it was just a great, and then the campaign, then the debate and shit, that it just sucked me out. That was Bobby McCoy. He's Raees Alim's trainer. So who just fought on Showtime I forget what undercard that was, but it was Angelo. It was Angelo's undercard, I think. I don't know. It was somebody's undercard. Angelo's. I don't know. It's one of them undercards, but y'all know who he is. He looked good too. So yeah. You calling in, DB, or what you want? Yeah, we gotta get the WBC out of boxing, dog. We gotta get the WBC out of boxing. Until then, what can we do? WBC just taken. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I know. I mean, you don't have to respect this belt. It don't matter. But the same thing you can say about Leo's card. Thank you, Leo. The same thing you can say about Teofimo. The same thing you can say about Devin. You know, that's it. Teofimo Lopez he won a big fight, dog. The same way I'm gonna give Devin Haney credit for beating Gamboa. You know, I think that is Gamboa. Gamboa is probably the one or two best available opponents, right? So I mean, it is what it is.
My nigga, this is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. It's a real nigga celebration.
What's up?
Man.
What's up?
What it do?
Everything. What you got for us?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man. Hey, that debate, man, that shit was something else.
Yeah.
That was something else, man. Watching these two dudes, man. And
old
this is
niggas.
supposed to be, these guys are supposed to be the elite. These are supposed to be the representation of, you know, this nation that we call ours.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, and you know, I text my buddy. He's you know, he's Republican and shit. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm like, you have to go. Like, you're on the side of Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're GOP. And I'm like, I know you got to feel. I said, I know you got to feel stupid right now. You know, and he just laughed. He was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. You know, I'm not pro Biden. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Trump or Biden. So shit, I don't feel nothing. I just look at them both and I'm like, damn, a jackass and a buffoon.
Yep.
And this is crazy. These guys cannot find a way to articulate themselves. Like Donald Trump, in his ridiculousness and his whole shtick that he was able to get away with, in 2016, that's finally run its course. I mean, any person that has an inkling of integrity or has a modicum of sincerity, you have to see that this was a disaster tonight. And I mean, it was just a complete and total collapse of Donald Trump. I don't think that Joe Biden did much better, but if and when you remove the novelty of his ignorance, his clumsiness with words, his so-called, I'm doing air quotes, different approach, and all of the different ways that I'm trying to categorize him as not being a politician back in 2016, where that shit was novel, that's over with now. And here we are on the wrong side of 220,000 plus people being dead because of his fucked up decisions. Not only that, though, but allowing the police to murder and brutalize melanated folks. And here he is now in 2020 doing the exact same thing, and it's just not hitting the same notes. I mean, that's just being kind. But for these guys to be a representation, and the excessive fumbling and bumbling and the inability to respond to direct questions, that shit is extremely unappealing.
Isn't it? No, and especially Joe Biden. Like Joe Biden looks like he's casket ready, dog. Like his skin is as stretched as far as it can go. He moved like an old man where he can't move his fucking hands. He got to start everything from his shoulder blade and shit. Like, dude, this nigga, man. And Donald Trump is just everywhere, dog. Donald Trump is he has no motherfucking. Hey, you know how you have a plan? You know how you have a plan when you go into shit?
Yeah.
Donald Trump just looks at the paper and be like, I'm gonna say that. He just looks at it. He said, goats? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You tried to eliminate goats, man. Man, you tried to you don't want Americans drinking milk. Goat milk. You want the man.
That's just crazy. Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with them. Generally, I just don't agree with them on many, if anything. And I think it's they both are towing the line with how they want to appeal to liberals and also liberals on both sides. You know what I mean? So like the black people that have been drafted into the Democratic Party just from birth, because our parents and grandparents were probably a part of that party. Then the white folk who think that they pretend that they like black people, but they're just blue collar workers that just didn't have the same sort of privilege that the other people did. And then you have the ones on the other side, the GOP, the people that have been born with the silver spoon, or the middle class folk that want to pretend that they are the elite. And all of these people that they're trying to appeal to in some way, you know what I mean? So they have to say things to appeal to this side, but they can't go too extreme left, because then they'll start losing some people on the right. I mean, that's the definition of fucking politics. And Donald Trump keeps saying to Joe Biden that he's a politician. I'm like, dude, you are the epitome. Like,
he's the president.
He's the president. A politician.
He's the president.
Yeah. Tell me about it. But I mean, these dudes they both sound awful in terms of environmental policy, foreign policy, race relations. Funny enough, or oddly enough, that this chick, I don't know who the moderator was. I didn't see the first, I missed maybe the first 30 minutes, but she mentioned race, and I was like, oh, okay. And they talked about the Central Park Five. At least they made a reference to it. Joe Biden did. But Donald Trump still didn't give an answer to it. And the moderators allow this type of shit to happen. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this moronic fool, he just sits up there and man, both of them know. And Donald Trump, oh my God, a far cry from anything intelligent. This dude doesn't seem to know the difference between a cure and therapeutics. I mean, no wonder why we the world leader in coronavirus contractions and deaths. It's funny, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like, it's just funny seeing these dudes. grown men who've been in meetings their entire life and in town hall meetings and addressing the public
Facts.
from business
Preach.
standpoint or politics,
Mhm.
and still can't find a way to capture an audience.
Mm.
And when they do, it's not because we are captivated by something that they're doing, like their level of intellect. It's the complete opposite. We look at these dudes and we're like, this is a fucking joke. Have you ever had a boss? Okay, let me just take it here real quick. Where somebody's above you in terms of position, right? They may be a supervisor or assistant or a director or even VP. And in conversation, as you talk to them, maybe the first time you're like, I respect their position, right? And then they may be a little older. I respect their age, right? And then you see them again. And every time you talk to him, by the time you get to the 7th or 8th conversation, you're like, this guy is dumb as fuck. And he's the vice president of this company. Sure. Like, I'm smarter than this dude. Yeah. That's the same feeling that I get when I watch Donald Trump and what's his name? Joe Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
Yeah. Sleepy Joe, the new Bill Clinton. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable, confident, and any other word you can come up with that starts with C. But these dudes just don't impress me at all, man. And unfortunately, we are, all of us, me, you, and all 200 people that's in the chat right now, and the 1,500 people that's going to be listening by tomorrow, all of us made bad decisions for the last 8 years because we didn't get a chance to bring up somebody else.
I thought that we've all failed because we wasn't as aggressive, and because when they mentioned about Joe Biden's years, about 40-some years, I'm like, he's failed already. And in terms of the black agenda, he's failed already. So. And then our accountability as civilians and voters.
Yeah.
I did want Bernie to win. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Bernie to win in 2016. I voted for him. Oh no, I voted. Did I vote for Andrew Yang? Wait a minute. One of these elections I voted for Andrew Yang. Or I wanted to vote for him, but I didn't. In the primary, I think I voted for Andrew Yang.
Reggie don't believe you. You voted for Trump.
I've never voted for Trump. Matter of fact, I voted for Trump every time, man. Let's just end the rumor. Let's just dead the shit. I think I voted for Andrew Yang in the primaries. I think I did.
Yeah. I think Bernie Sanders probably would have been the best choice because he understands that he's 100 years old and he probably wouldn't make it through through his term. So he doesn't have to appeal to the right. He doesn't have to appeal to the executive white collar folk. So if he wanted to do little things for our communities, I guess I can say, then he'd just do it and just be like, you know what, it shit don't matter because by the time I'm out of office, shit, I'll be in a casket.
Fact. When you get done.
Fuck yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Possibility of making the great fights. I fully explain the franchise designation puts a fighter in a level of itself. That is Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney is the WBC champion of the division. So I think it's very clear, and Devin Haney has the ability of the champion. He's going to fight the winner of Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, and he's going to fight the winner of Fortuna and Linares. Lopez is the franchise champion, and he has no obligations to fulfill. He's free to go out and fight in other weight categories against any other champions and against anyone in that scenario. So, possibility.
Tell me what you think.
He sounds just like Donald Trump did, and
Joe Biden.
Joe.
This nigga, this nigga's full of shit, man. He didn't say. He said he has his own designation. He didn't say he's the king of the division. You know what I mean? This nigga campaigning like a motherfucker, man. This nigga so full of shit, man. Someone need to just motherfucking hold Mauricio Suleiman and pull his motherfucking bullshit. You know, he gonna, if he saw me, he'll go in the other direction. But my camera, he gonna know my camera is hot though. So
yeah, you know, Devin has the gift and the curse.
yeah, I told him that. I go tell the world. Go ahead.
Yeah, Devin has the gift and the curse, you know, in many ways. But you know, one of the ways I can explain this is, so Devin really wants to fight everybody, and Devin really wants to be a champion, or he has a belt. But I'm just saying he really wants to be, you know, unified and undisputed. But because he wants that so much for his legacy and to prove his worth, that he's willing to accept this bullshit that's happening right now. And that's the fucked up part. You know, I think that, you know, between Al, you know, having conversations with Al prior to the last 2 years, his dad, Floyd, and other people that are around, he understands that with those fights, that money's going to come. So he doesn't really have to chase the money so much. But he's one of the people that'll fight everybody. I think Tank is a dog, and I think Tank will fight most people. But I think Tank has some reservations about fighting some people. You know what I mean? Maybe not now. I think he had some reservations about fighting Lomachenko, but I think now he'll probably fight just about anybody. But yeah, this just sucks for Devin, though, man. You know, I want these dudes. Man, listen. At the end of the day, we all fight fans, and we want to see dudes get in the ring and chunk them. You know, like that's ultimately what we want to happen.
Right.
I don't give a shit who's undefeated. You know, matter of fact, I would rather see everybody fight and see each one of those dudes are 1, 2, or 3 losses apiece. I'm cool with that, but I'd rather see these guys all get in there and squabble.
I want to see them fight. That'll be a win for the sport of boxing.
Man, that'll be a win for fans, for the sport. These dudes will actually make more money. You know, to get in there and have a good squabble, but nobody gets knocked out. Like, yeah, these dudes, they just don't understand it. And like I said a week ago, I don't respect a lot of things that Mike Tyson says these days. But when he had that live, when he talked to Tank, yeah, he was dropping some jewels on his fucking dome.
Big time jewels.
Big time jewels. Yeah. But all right, man. Let me check the chat out, man. See what they talking about. I see Reggie Owens in there dying.
Oh, he killed me. Hey, if Trump fucking wins, what's Reggie Owens gonna do?
he said, Fred, we're talking about Trump, not Mauricio, homeboy.
I thought we were done. That was funny. I thought we were done. So but we can go back talking about Trump if you want to. It don't matter. Shit. He think I'm just gonna own up to it. I'm the biggest Trump supporter in the world. I just am. Like, it's just, it is what it is. You know, it is. I'm gonna vote for him. I donated to his campaign. You know, we go to strip clubs together. You know, all that. You know, all that. You know, he allows me to fly his private jet and to his private airport in Atlantic City, and we, you know, we make it rain a little bit. You know.
Yeah, Jarvis, you're right, man. Then they will all fight if they had L's on their record. That's what everybody's trying to protect right now, and everybody's trying to protect that O. You know, and if each one of those dudes, you notice this though, right? You notice after Keith Thurman got beat, now he's willing to fight. You know, after Danny Garcia took those L's to Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, now he's willing to fight Errol. You know, Terrence Crawford, watch, once EJ get in there and knock his head off, the same thing. These dudes are all going to be ready to fight, but you know, then these guys are going to be a little bit, what they say in the UK, he's a little bit past it. They'll be a little past their prime or just come out of their prime, and they'll have 1, 2 losses on their record, and then they'll all be willing to fight. But by that time, there's guys from 140 that'll be moving up to 147, guys from 147 moving up to 154, guys can't make weight. I mean, shit's just going to change. We want to see this class of 147 and 154 pounders get in the ring and squabble with each other. Because we know that what's the dude that was eating the dinosaur tacos? Canelo. We know Canelo not gonna fight nobody. We know that Lil G ain't gonna fight nobody. You know, especially with Caleb Plant and Benavidez and the Durrells and those dudes up there. We know these dudes not gonna fight. So I don't know, man. We shall see, man. We shall see with this politics and what the game of boxing is going to bring us. But shit, this Saturday, man, we got a huge fight in mixed martial arts. Khabib Nurmagomedov will be fighting against Justin Gaethje for 155-pound undisputed light.
Where you watching the fight at? Where you watching it?
Probably right here at the house.
Okay.
Yeah, probably be right here. Why? What's up? You want to?
I may hit you. Yeah, I got to look at my calendar. I got to see what's on my schedule.
Okay. Yeah.
See if I got the kids or not. I got to see if I got the kids, and then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's gonna be a hell of a.
And that shit down coming on till 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Well, over there, but over here for us, it's gonna start at noontime.
It's an early card.
It's another because they're over in Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, yeah.
Abu Dhabi, yeah, Yas Island. So everybody else that fought, they had to fight at like 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, since Khabib is, a big star, and of course that's a Muslim country too. So they're like, shit, like when do you want to fight? He's like, I want to fight at the regular time I usually fight. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's some concessions made for the champ. So yeah, man, that's gonna be big. And there's no boxing on this weekend, right? No real boxing matches, right?
Yeah. Shit. Oh nah, fuck it. There ain't no fights coming.
There you go. See, there you go. Ain't no real boxing.
Nah, ain't no fucking.
All right, come on. Let me give some love to the fan band, man. We oh shit, it's after 12:30. Damn.
Yeah, we've been on here for a minute. And don't forget tomorrow night. So it's pretty dope. I'm gonna read it to you guys for a second. You mind if I read it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Thank you. Let me reset this. Yeah, this was a good show. I enjoyed this show. This show was fun. Tonight was fun. All right.
I'm having fun. Unique Dawn came back tonight, boy.
Yeah, she came back.
Yeah.
All right. It says, I'm just gonna read it to you guys. Make sure you guys come in tomorrow night. Pretty cool story, Reggie Owens. Don't politicize this, Reggie. Okay, just take it for what it is. Yesterday, President Trump granted Charles Duke Tanner, 19-0 boxer, clemency, and tomorrow he will be in the barbershop to tell his story. Friday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell a friend. And it's just a quick backstory. Ex-Gary boxer Charles Duke Tanner, second from the right, was granted clemency for a drug sentence by President Donald Trump Wednesday. An ex-Gary boxer serving 30-year sentence on federal drug and conspiracy convictions was granted clemency Wednesday by President Donald Trump. Charles Duke Tanner, 40, was released Wednesday from a Pennsylvania prison, according to Federal Bureau of Prisons. His original release date was October 20th, 2030. He had lobbied unsuccessfully for years to cut his drug sentence short. Tanner said Thursday he found out he was getting released after the prison's 4 p.m. stand count Wednesday. After his release, he was taken to a hotel. Friends later picked him up. They came to my cell and said, "We got to take you." I said, "What's going on?" "You're getting an immediate release." He said, "I got to say a prayer and thank God." Amazing story.
Yeah, that's dope.
He will be in the barbershop tomorrow, and I think we all need to be here. So
yeah, to support that brother too, man. Yeah, absolutely. And the last thing I want to say before we get out of here too, man, the People's Champ birthday is today, or was before midnight. So everybody take a second to shout out the champ, man. Go to his Instagram or to his Twitter or whatever, man, and send him some wishes and let him know that we still got his back and love him. You know what I'm saying? And can't wait for him to knock some heads off. The head buster. Yeah. All right, cool. So Sir Senior, we see one here. Yeah, the barbershop, Patricia Shelton, Philip H in the building, my brother, Mr. Vegas. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. I'm pretty sure Reggie going live, but Reggie, put in the chat if you're going live after this. Let me see. The Majestic, what's up, man? Yeah, my brother. Terrence Bailey Sr. He said, "Fred, call me after the show. my cousin D-Man Jr., my Brody Mir in the building.
Nigga, I thought you were going to bed.
I came on and got.
I don't want to talk to nobody, nigga. Shit, man, don't kill me. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss.
Dave Jack in the building. Detroit, South Central in the building. Jarvis Johnson. What up, JJ? Trap Lord in here. Let's see. The Queen Unique Don. Let's see. All right. Ethiopian Eyes and slid back in here. B&B Boxing. He said it's $7 million fight. Devin Haney should expect $3 million to fight for those belts. All right. Let's see.
Reggie Owens not going live tonight. He's gonna celebrate because he thinks Biden won the he thinks Biden won the debate, so he's gonna go celebrate and go watch 10 white men with 8 midgets. That's what he's gonna do. Go celebrate. All white men are 75 and older.
We got Jeremy Lawson, Jay Gibson in here. Yeah, that's it, man. My phone, I guess it ain't going back no further than that, but I know we had the Queen Patty Dean in here.
Yeah, I saw
Shout
her.
out to the Deacon. Deacon called in and had us crying earlier in the chat. My cousin SS Caesar was in here a little while ago. H Money came on. Yeah, and then also Donald, the OG, and
did he call in today?
Nah,
he didn't.
No, he was in the chat.
He was in the
when
chat.
you said Floyd was worth $1 billion, he was like, Floyd is not worth $1 billion. I don't know why people keep saying
that sets him off every time too. Anytime you say Floyd's a billionaire, he is not a billionaire. Hey, every time I see him in the chat, I'm sorry because he's asleep now, so I'm gonna say that shit. I'm gonna get up every time. Hey, what's up, Dave Lighting?
Yeah, Amir, that's what I said. Man, this dude with those dinosaur pellet tacos, man. Yeah, this dude over there
Appreciate
drinking
you,
on
D-man.
gasoline.
It's Haney time. It's Haney time. It is Haney time. Next week it's 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. And he's on weight too. What is he, 141 at the 14-day weigh-in or 30-day weigh-in? He good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just posted that link right there, man. I told y'all a couple of days ago. Still need 5 more likes, man. Why don't y'all hit that link right there? I just put in there and just put the thumbs up one time. Just need 5 more likes. That's it. Trying to get to the OG 50. That's it, and that's all. Fuck Mauricio Suleiman and play the song,
Mm-hmm. I had my finger on the trigger. Pocket for a ride.
Rob G. Film, we waiting on you. Peoples Hernandez, drop those 5 mics.
Hey, that nigga sleep. If that nigga made it through this show, damn. This was a long and good show. Yes, sir. 2 weeks. He should look good. He should look explosive. He should look fast. Go ahead. He should look mobile and hostile. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what Devin Haney should look against Gamboa. I expect nothing less. I'll be watching somehow, some way. Look a crook. I'm watching that shit. You know, someone to send me their password.
You know how we do.
Ah, shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, shit. I need a password. Someone send it to me. Someone DM it to me. People Hernandez is up, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you just reposted it. Because the devil is a lie. Telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey.
This was fun. This was fun.
Is Rob G still in here? Fred, Devin Haney is the best fighter in the world. Keep him hungry, man. Keep him hungry. I seen so many basketball players swear they was going to the NBA in the 10th grade. You know? Oh, yeah, nigga. Keep these kids hungry, man. He ain't the best fighter in the world, man. B&B, what's up? What's up? Let's get Rob G first, though. I'll get you next, B&B.
It's my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs, learn to develop patience, determined to be the
Greatest,
greatest.
yeah. Bobbing and weaving and changing up like a season. B&B Boxing. Devin Haney should fight Teofimo Lopez for $3 million or 2.5 and let Teofimo make the rest. Prove it to Haney. Yeah. I don't think Bob gonna give him that fight. I think Bob gonna say, Ryan, come here, little Ryan. Come here. Come here, little Ryan. How much you want? How much you want? That's what he gonna say.
Freddie Malinaji.
I don't get that. Oh, why? Because
You don't get it. Never mind.
no, I got it, but what European fight I'm protecting?
Because the devil lives a lot.
Hey, I'm telling you it's true. Gotta do hey. What, racism don't exist? Not in the barbershop. We all equal niggas in here.
Oh, man.
That was the funniest shit I said all day. Oh, man. We all equal niggas in the barbershop, all right? We all equal niggas in the barbershop. Oh, man. I love you, man. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
Hey, man, love
See
you
you tomorrow.
back, bro. Yeah,
Okay, for
see y'all
sure.
tomorrow.
Bring your girl, man. Tell her she got to wait a few. She got to wait. That was funny, right, Reggie Owens? Equality, nigga. Ain't that what Democrats fight for? Equality. Equality. Appreciate you, big homie. I see y'all niggas tomorrow, man. Peace.